Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 58th episode of the official Sucrose Stans podcast. Today, we are doing another tier list as well as discussing some general stuff about the meta right now. Huh? Did you say something? Oh, okay. So today we have a few guests as per usual. I mean the same guests as usual. So Butterfer, hello Butterfer.
Hello everyone, I'm Butterfer. I do combos. I do TC on certain characters I like. Big Mavika enjoyer.
Thank you for joining. Then we have Kinkle.
Hello everyone, I'm Kinkle. I'm a genshin content creator and a little bit of a theorycrafter. I do streams, account reviews, all that kind of stuff.
Thank you for joining us as well. And then we have Havaach.
Hello everyone, I'm Havaach. I do streams and I do speedruns, mainly for Varessa and Zibai and Joska. Hope everyone's doing well.
Thank you for joining as well. All the channels, as per usual, will be linked in the description, so feel free to check them out. And yeah, we can get right into it. So this patch was Linnea's release, and Linnea sure did spark some controversy. So first of all, we should just talk about Linnea. We already talked about her in the last episode, but like, do we have more conclusions on Linnea or like new findings or something? Butterfer, you go first.
I mean, there's not too much to say about. Well, okay, there is a decent amount to say thanks to, I guess, incorrect things that other people have said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, fundamentally, Linnea is very good, but she is very niche. Like, she has one team, and that's with Zibai, and that one team is very good, and she does in fact synergize very well and do a lot for that team. Outside of Zibai teams, like other Geo DPSs, they don't really synergize. Well, I mean, they kind of do. She shreds Geo, but like the buffs they receive from each other are minimal, and the overall damage output is like very, very far off of Zibai, and the actual Geo DPS is doing very little comparatively. I think the only team outside of Zibai that like Linnea is genuinely pretty valid on is like Noelle, because like Noelle actually applies a lot of Geo and she has no scalings anyway, kind of. So like if you're, and then obviously she has no vertical because she's a 4-star. So I would say like the only other Geo DPS that she really synergizes with is Noelle. Noelle's Zibai. And then obviously outside of Geo DPSs, she has no use. Like, oh, you can use her in a lot of places, but it's not good. It's not. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
You can do it if you want, but like at no point is it ever a meta recommendation, so to speak.
It's
to
more
put her anywhere else.
A fun thing that you can do with.
Like if you just enjoy, like, you think Linnea and Flynn's look cool together for lore reasons, sure, you can put them together. But she technically does something. But at no point should you ever pull Linnea for Nefer or for Flynn.
Exactly.
Or I don't know, like Mualani. Yeah.
Also
like Inefa or not. Linnea is just like, she is a Zibai constellation.
Yeah,
for the most part. A very good one. I think if you do play Zibai, like Linnea is a very good. It is actually, she's pretty worth it. And she is genuinely very strong. And you know, the Zibai team is like, I would say it's probably, for most people, it might actually just be the best team in the game, but not by 30%.
It's not a big gap.
Yeah, I mean, you got other teams that do the same or slightly more DPS with like optimal gameplay, but like either way, they're pretty close, and like
Yeah.
Zubai is very very strong, and Lene is part of that.
Yeah, that's
But that's it.
that's very true. Yeah. Hello, Raulfigas. I don't really have that much to add about Linnea, because I mean there's not much to say. Kinkle, do you have anything more to add?
Butterfer pretty much said everything. The only thing is, like, I found some use out of her on my free-to-play account with doing something like Columbina, Enougha, and Linnea together. And it is the strongest way to play Enougha, at least on that account, for me. But the issue is Linnea's not really doing much there over other characters. It's just that out of all the units you have access to support that team, she is just doing the most damage, which is still not a whole lot, but
Yeah,
at, like,
I mean, I
less
think
than
like
20% contribution there, but
like
she's
this
doing
stuff is
damage.
always account dependent, right? Like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you already have so and so on an account, like you can't just pretend they don't exist, or you pretend something you don't have exists.
Like Shenhe for Skirk, for example. Like obviously, you shouldn't just ditch. Like if you already have Shenhe, and there are situations where Shenhe has her like strength, for example, against the SSA, because of the cryo application, right?
Well, actually, not really.
Does it change anything? No, it doesn't change anything.
Enough. Yeah. Like I get the same time with Mona and Shenhe.
I was trying to find. Okay, imagine if Shenhe had some kind of upside over Mona. Then yeah.
Let's say you're a Mualani gamer. You already use Mona elsewhere. Okay, so like you gotta, and you have a Shenhe lying around. Like, do you use Shenhe or do you like use something else? You'd probably still use Shenhe.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, regarding the tier list, as you can see, I'm cutting off the everything below 8 tier. Because if you want to look at the discussion of these characters, I feel like there's not much to add. Like, I don't think any of these changes, and I don't think any of these places changed. I would argue maybe Jehoda in bottom of A, because maybe, I don't know.
Just kick her out.
But like, yeah,
I don't think Jehoda.
Like it's just because
what advantages does she
D6.
have now that changed?
Nothing really changed.
Just kick her out.
It's just Jamie propaganda, because if you have like sustained problems, then I think only if you have C6. But then like you are never getting C6, so I don't wanna praise Jehoda.
You
Jehoda
say it
can
anyways. Like
Jehoda
if they
can
have C6, just use it.
Yeah, true.
Yo, Raulfigas, your mic quality has improved drastically since last time. Or
That's
since
because I'm on fucking PC, brother.
yeah, it's a massive difference.
Massive damage boost, microphone quality boost.
Just say DPS win.
DPS win, true. Sustained problems for who? Nefer? True. Nefer doesn't. Just dash cancel, literally.
I mean, for Nefer, there's this character called Lene. Why don't you just pull her?
True.
I saw this interesting Reddit post on Nefer's investment priorities, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they were recommending C2 Columbina over C2 Lama.
What?
Because
Oh, that's why I know exactly what post. It was like a weird flowchart thing, right? I know exactly what post you're talking about.
That's the one. I was like, what? Yeah. Their argument was that you don't get Columbina or you don't get Lama C2 for the first rotation in Stygian, and it falls off in AoE.
What?
I was like,
What AoE?
As if we have any.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure
know.
like Columbina C2 is like what 20% team wide, maybe.
I don't think it's even that much. That's kind of big.
I think it's
low.
low.
C0 to C2. I mean, not C1 to C2. And then like Lama is
like yeah.
It's 30+% plus like including the healing. So I just don't
Yeah.
see a world where that's true. But yeah,
Yeah.
just
It just isn't.
I think
If you're able to get what's it called? An extra 2 calls for a Nefer team, your options are either C2 your Nefer or C2 Loma. They're both almost equal to each other, but like
they're almost equal. Yes.
C2 column.
Like if you don't care about healing,
Yeah.
I could see a world where like C2 Nefer is a little bit more recommended because it's more personal damage for Nefer, right?
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like C2, I
Also-
really under it. I forgot it got buffed in beta. C2 Nefer C2.
Yeah. C2 is I think C2 and R1, if you don't have, like, if you're stuck at the free-to-play weapon, then C2 and R1 are basically the same. Or, like, very, very
They're
similar.
pretty close.
Yeah, I did a bunch of calcs recently. The threshold for C1 or for C1 to be stronger than C2 is like you need at least R2 Dawning Frost, and then C1 becomes stronger.
Wow. I see.
Foster, C2 Nefer is better in context of clearing. You need to drop Llama to clear Wolf next. What the? How does that work? Why are
Wait, why would you drop?
Interesting.
The wolf?
Dropping lava.
Wait, that sounds so
Never
abstract.
character without Loma.
I mean, okay, Foster recently did a Nefer, a Lauma-less Nefer against
C2 Nefer beneficial sucrose. Oh, you need sucrose.
Oh,
Why do you? Oh, you need Fischl to get the electro swirls. Wait, what if you don't use
Yes.
Fischl and use like a pyro character instead? Does that work? No. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
You
no,
need
it's
to
good.
keep-
Who would you
wanna
even
keep
use?
Bina up, right? So like Fischl, like pyro
And
hydro.
also,
can't
like
kill you.
with the since you have like EC, you get like 180 EM probably to Nefer
That makes
herself.
sense.
I
Nefer
have
So
Bina
that
Fischl.
helps.
I
That
have
sounds like the most insane. I saw a bunch of quote unquote zero cost Nefer showcases with Fischl, I know Sucrose. Now, of course, like
Is that Hera?
Yes, it's on
it's pretty
Hera.
funny. Like it's interesting because this entire time we were like Nefer must use double Dendro, right? And then like I never really thought about like the possibility of doing something like that. It kind of works.
She could
I
have
think it's-
always been the solo Dendro. She just needs a
Yeah.
Sentient Gleam.
Yeah, that's all it was. It just needed Sun and Gleam.
Like
And
I have
it's more
played
so that
solo
Loma-
Dendro Nefer against
Yeah.
the Overseer to clear Fearless.
I guess then the resonance is a pretty big or like pretty nice buff.
Gender Resonance gives you 50 EM, right? Or is it 30?
Yeah.
100.
50
EM
Isn't it
baseline?
80 or 100?
It's 50 EM baseline, and then another 20 or 30 if you trigger Quicken or Bloom.
Oh,
Yeah.
true. So
Yeah.
70?
And of
You
course,
get
like
it.
the cost testing thing. Although, is Aino running with Lama? No, she's not. Yehoda is.
Yehoda is. I knows with
Yeah.
Linnea current.
Yeah.
Wait,
I,
so
I,
like,
I know it's with Linnea because Zabai is Chinese, they gotta increase the payola, you don't get it.
true.
Wait, doesn't
Wait,
that
like-
doesn't like putting Jehoda on Lauma banner defeat the entire purpose of Jehoda? Because like if you already go for Lauma constellation, I guess you could go for Nefer constellation, but if you go for Lauma constellation, then you get the healer and you don't have to play a sustain in your Nefer team.
And it's not
I
even
think like
that.
most people, especially if you went for like Nefer's full team, it's kind of unlikely that you also went for, like a Zbayo or Flynn's. So like you actually don't have that many opportunities to get Aino constellations. So yeah, I mean it is kind of cost testing.
Yeah, true.
I know.
Yeah.
All of Ino's actually like post Flynn's. All of Ino's banners have been on just Zubai banners, Linnea, and then obviously Zubai is
Actual fucking
unless
payola.
you're a Zubai gamer, you don't have Ino cons, and yeah.
It is painful.
Yeah.
I wanted to say
I
another.
think, like, yeah, there's no way we're gonna go like C2 Columbina before C2 Lama.
That's just not happening ever.
Yeah.
I was going to
Also,
say
just banner
another.
order, it would never make sense because you would have had to C tier Columbina first anyway because Loma's coming after Columbina's initial
Yeah.
release, so it's kind of weird.
Is my
And
mic
here,
connected?
kinda getting Nefer signature is kinda like cool.
What's that? Guy?
I wanted to say that how, like 20 minutes ago we were talking about Nefer C2 versus Lama C2. I'm sorry, I completely forgot my point, but I was going to bad chest and say that Nefer C2 brings you closer to Nefer C6 because that would be the next the next step, right? Right?
I mean, like, yeah. Like, I didn't watch the full video, but I saw Jamie's Reddit post. Like, he actually has some pretty good takes.
Oh yeah,
Around,
he does. For once.
Like, after this
Oh,
time.
Recently, Jamie has some. It is surprising to see the Neff and Loma stuff being very accurate.
I mean, it's like,
Did bro
Jamie's
say-
not, like, stupid. He just has, like, some weird ideas sometimes.
But, like, the Linnea video just made me question everything.
That's fair.
Did he also butt chest wheelchairs or did he just
No, it
do
was
this a
just
Jeff
the Linnea
moment?
video with the Noelle as a driver, and then Noelle is not a driver, and then she's doing like 20k charge attack hits. I think
Okay,
I
she's-
think-
okay.
What's so sad, I keep saying, speaking of Noelle plus Linnea, I keep seeing so many like the Noelle mains showing, oh my girl is doing 160k and it's Noelle at 30% contribution. But when you look at the video, Noelle is doing like less than 20k on the charge attacks and
Yeah.
it's just all lunar crystallized damage. And I'm like, your Noelle's not, she's just applying heal, man. She's not really.
Yeah. She's
Low
just a
key.
bot.
Low-key real shit. Put her on a 4-piece gilded or whatever, and give her flame forged, so she can
Wait,
ult.
what? Flame. Who are we talking about here?
Noelle?
Nicole, not Nicole, Noelle.
Oh, oh yeah, Flip. No, that's not even like. That's not even bad because like she needs that much ER anyway.
Oh, that I never even
Yeah,
thought of that.
flame,
Flame Forge would work
yeah.
in,
That's what I kinda called her with when it comes to Linnea.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Like allegedly, well, I didn't test it, but a lot of people were saying that she has a no ICD on her normal attacks when she's like in her burst state, which is very weird. Very 1.0 design, but if that's true, like then yeah, she would actually
Normal attacks I don't remember, but I believe the charge attacks do not have.
Would the charge attacks be better then, since like they come faster than the normal attacks?
No idea,
Maybe.
I don't have Linnea and I don't play wheelchairs, so no.
Ah, I see. For Niv lunar teams, yeah. I mean, Nivulette doesn't. Again, he's like, you know, what's the difference between Nivulette and like just putting Ino or Fischl and whatever the wheelchair team you're already playing, but whatever. That's same. Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. I think about like wheelchairs not working or like wheelchairs being.
Oh goodness.
I was
Yeah.
it kind of
I would.
pains me to see is a Nouvellette being like, what should I go for? I pulled Nouvellette, I like him a lot. Should I pull Loma next or Nefa next? I'm like, man.
Loma next and Nefa next.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
she
like
doesn't
that sentiment.
need that much ER, but the ER it can save, you can go for like crit subs or even EM subs. It saves you a lot of stress. It's just good to use.
Mhm.
Unless you have already like R5 battle pass, then just stick with it.
I'm almost done. No, did we put Venti over Vaka? I don't think that's
No.
true anymore.
I would
Not with
say
Prune, I don't think.
No.
Yeah,
That-
no,
Yeah, I mean,
definitely
this
not.
we are going to do the changes after Nicole. Like we're going to look at it right now, and then in a later section, the implications of Nicole, Prune, and Lohan. Like so that we can compare it like before and after. But did Nahida went down? Diluc. The bottom of A looks so bad. I wanna put the bottom of A into B, other than Vaka maybe. Actually, you know what? Janyon, Diluc, Nahida, no, they're not getting into A tier today. I hope no one minds that.
What do you mean 0 cost warrior Lohan?
Because of standard constellations.
Ah yeah,
Like-
batches.
Okay, we should just
Yeah.
start the rest. We can discuss the rest later. Okay, so the first tier is probably the most important. So
Yeah.
obviously that's a buy. We can already put like Linnea. This is pretty easy. I would argue that Linnea is the worst or second worst out of all the Luna carries, because Zabai is like the only carry with technically an alternative that is like not completely dogshit, which is like the C2 Zabai and then C6 4 stars. Flint's can technically do it as well without Inepa, but I don't think it's nearly as good as Zabai with 4 stars, right?
No.
Yeah, but at the same time, I think Linnea is just a little bit like
Yeah,
stronger.
no, I'm not questioning Linnea being stronger, but the fact that this is an alternative and it's not like that far away and technically has more, the chances higher you get C6 Iglua makes it, in my opinion, so that Zabai is technically less reliant on this Linnea. Maybe that's a
Yes.
thing, but
No, that makes sense. But I
Alright.
think like overall, I
yeah,
would
no,
say
I would always recommend Linnea for Zabai, obviously. It's like Farina in a way. Farina for Skirk, kind of.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, speaking of Linnea, or not Linnea, Farina for Skirk, I just realized Farina and Escafie are both Fontaine characters. Are we gonna get a like a Fontaine French what is it called? Resonance at some point?
And then
Maybe.
Skirk benefits from it like massively.
Yeah.
The
Skirk
French
becomes
Resonance.
number one. Skirk
French
becomes number one.
Resonance.
True. Yeah. French Revolution.
French Revolution.
That's what it should be called. When your team has the French Revolution buff. No.
Not the French
Characters-
Revolution, Bob.
that use that do cryo damage, but isn't technically cryo, will do 6 billion% more damage, some shit like that. I don't know what I'm saying.
Do we still like Sitlali in S plus tier?
Yes, I mean,
Yeah,
like,
so.
Mavika's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this Legion, especially Sitlali, is just more impressive than C2 Mavrika Overload, right?
I mean, like, there's always a massive asterisk around C2 Mavika Overload because even if we assume that like Yansan is gonna be running with her all the time, which I think is reasonable.
Auroran
Because
isn't, yeah.
like
Yeah.
Hoyo knows what they're doing after what we saw with like Itlua and like Linnea banners, right? Like they know to like rerun characters that they're supposed to go with, and because Moika ran with Yansan last time, I think we can assume that Hoyo knows that like those are supposed to go together. But like at the same time, C6 Chev, if you got them like back in the Raiden days, then yes. But like if you don't have her C6 now, it's very, very difficult to get her C6 like in the future because she's only ever gonna run with Varessa now.
Yeah.
And right?
No.
And then like Auron, he just gets no relevant banners. But you could use Bennett. So like the actual Overload team is gonna be like Chev, Yansan, Bennett for most accounts. Like most
Realistic
real people.
Overload. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. But like this Melt just is so like the combos for even just solo cryo have come a very, very long way. It's just very good.
True, yeah.
Massive is that people already pulled Seatlali, cost is useless. Yeah, but that you could say that about anything. You could have already pulled everything, right? You kind of like you could
Say that.
I mean, like
I already
it's a-
pulled Llama, so Nefer cost is useless, true.
That's kind of.
yeah.
It's the same premise.
Yeah, it's a slippery slope. You have to like I get what you're saying, but like you have to.
Is it like the Shenhe Mona argument, or like? Oh,
It's anything. It's like everything.
it's everything.
Yeah, because like eventually you just devolve into the default, which is everybody has every
and
character.
people already pulled the Scoffier, so Skirk cost is useless.
Yeah, like eventually you just devolve into like kind of the status quo. Everybody has every 5-star at C0 and every 4-star at C6.
Gotcha.
Oh my god.
And you go from there. But like, bruh. That's kind of dumb.
We should focus on like the messy stuff, the very messy stuff, which is Dubai versus Mavrika versus Nefer. I think. Like, well,
I mean, I am.
I would put Nefer lower.
Yeah, absolutely.
lower?
Like Nefer has. I think we need to like remember that if Linnea has no teams outside of Dubai that are like legitimate.
Yeah, neither does
then
Nefer. That's true.
Nefer is the exact same, except like slightly worse.
I think.
Is she?
I would say slightly better.
I would say she's better than Linnea in that sense.
I would also
she isn't.
say that she is slightly more synergistic.
More of like, I feel like you get a lot more out of like if you just take something like Columbina Linnea versus Columbina Nefa, you get a lot more of Columbina Nefa in Nefa.
The wheelchair is
Really?
better, but
Wowzers.
Like if you invest in
wheelchairs are
I mean, I'm
not
not-
good
I'm not too
power-wise.
sure.
There is no point pulling wheelchairs ever, unless your
Yeah.
main has no possible vertical ever and you have no other solution.
Yeah, that's like kind of what I was going at. Like, I don't care if like Benefa calcs like 10% higher than like Inefa or not Inefa, like Linnea Columbina on teams that are just trash anyway.
yeah.
Like,
So
you
it's like,
go
do we
by
have-
their
is there
value in their
another
best
legitimate
teams.
team that actually synergizes, actually scales, that uses Inefa? She doesn't buff. Like that's the main thing. She just does damage.
I think maybe Kinkle is trying to say that Binefa, like just Binefa as a core, and then you buff them with like Sucrose and what was the team again?
Yeah. I can do like Sucrose, special Sucrose.
Just hyper carry Inefa.
Yeah, hyper carry Nefa Bina.
Is definitely better than Linnea, like hyper carry.
That's mainly what I'm saying. That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you're not gonna fucking do that. If
I
you
am.
Yeah, but like
I
the
actually am.
option is there.
I actually am.
No, I mean like directly pulling the characters to do that and nothing else. You're essentially griefing yourself.
Yeah, I think like Inefa is just like a really good partner for Flynn's, or like if you just actually are interested in playing.
She's
like,
not even that great of a partner.
I mean, okay, compared to like Llama, yeah, she's not, but like she's still
Compared to
like,
Lama,
she-
everyone's
she
a
buffs-
bad partner.
Yeah, like
yeah, she
I
buffs
have tested
Flynn's,
this
she
myself.
gets buffed from Flynn's, and they share the same buffs together. So like, she's still like synergistic. Right?
Okay, so would we put
She is
Flynn's over
synergistic,
Inefa
but-
then?
What
As
over
like
Inefa?
what?
Flynn's over Inefa, according to my propaganda, or like according to my worldview, yes. I think like Raulfigas, your TF Flynn's runs are very cool.
Okay, bro, I get it.
I think Flynn's being more reliant on, or like less, like Inefa and Columbina are like pretty similar, kind of like for Zebai, Linnea and Colombina are similar. So in that sense, Inefa is more reliant on Flynn than Flynn is reliant on Inefa.
When
Yeah,
it comes
little
to
did we
reaching
know,
the
NFL was
this
actually
game.
essentially dog shit without Flynn's.
I mean, like the
I
two
heavily
cost stuff
disagree with
is
this. I
good.
don't know. I don't know.
The
man. I
two
don't know.
cost stuff is
Massive
good.
disagreement.
It is good. I don't know. It's hard to say. They're pretty similar because, like, thinking about it, yeah, like Inefa does, like, obviously she doesn't scale like very far compared to Flint's, but like at least at like 3, 4, 5, 3. I don't know about 5, like 3, 4 cost. Like Inefa is just using Benefa Sucrose official is actually like competitive with Flint's, so that's something.
Yeah. True, I guess it's just the same team. With Flynn's
Yeah,
or
we can put them
Inefa.
next to each other.
It's more of
Yeah.
just they both can function without each other, but together
Yeah.
they are the ceiling. No one else competes.
Yep.
Okay.
And whoever made the you can just put in F a signature and get better results, do that.
Certain
Test
suggest-
that shit for me. Because I am getting better results with Flynn's than with the Nefa on signature.
In
Like
regards
3
to
cost
what?
Inefa versus 2 cost Flynn's carry?
No, like 3 cost to 3 cost.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean that's true. That's just true. Yeah, okay. Just for agenda purposes, we can put Flynn's above. I also think it's prettier if we put Linnea and Inefa next to each other because like they are the 2 off-field damage dealers.
Yeah.
I would put Linnea above Inefa personally.
Really?
Yeah.
Just
because like you can't
She
get
has a
around the
stronger
fact that
core, yeah.
like the Zubai teams are just kind of stronger than the Flynn's teams.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
It is.
the Chinese-
They are all the same units effectively, so it doesn't really like. It doesn't really matter that much. They are just all in the same boat. Other than like Lauma and Colombina, I would say. Nefer, I guess Nefer as well, and Zibai. Like all these. I don't know.
I think like Lama and Nefer are a little bit more extreme in terms of like essentially dog shit without each other. Neither of them work without each other, actually. I would say like Lama Hyperbloom
Neither of them
are
works.
like the Lama
Because let's
Hyperbloom
be real. Let's be
are a
real.
lot
Needle
worse
Bloom is
than
not
the,
enough to save your
Beneficent
Llama, bro. It's not enough.
No,
I think
it's gonna be
Carrie-
like you can play carry Colombina. That's it. But it's like it's a lot
Carry-
worse.
Yeah,
Carry
Carrie.
Colombina without like
The
C6 I know is
signature
kind
or
of dog shit.
I
Yeah, without
think
signature, it's not playable.
It is-
Without
it is-
C6 I know it's kind of dog shit.
very, very expensive. You need like you have to have you have to have R1, ideally eine C6, and then Llama C2. Like ideally. And at that point it does become like, but like it is very expensive.
That's a really expensive.
Like,
I
it's just-
still get like better results just doing Colombina Nova with both R1 than I do at like 4 cost than doing DPS Bina.
Yeah.
If that's
Low key Vanessa is like
without C6
as
I know.
good.
like I
I can guarantee you the fall off of BNF whenever the fuck Sneznaya drops is gonna
Yep.
be generational, and I will be there
Oh,
for
yeah.
it.
Like wheelchair is like even if it looks good, it'll not be good. Like in as soon as the next wheelchair comes
Like
out.
yes,
Like, who
it can save you for a bit, but it's not gonna save you forever.
Like who talks about like Chiori or like Escoffier Farina, Elan, or even at this point like just the Hyperbloom stuff with Lama.
Oh, we're talking about like BNF as just mainly as a wheelchair. That we all referring to mainly because that I don't think is mostly even a thing currently. Besides like maybe Navia kind of, but like most of the characters kind of just don't perform that well, and as with wheelchair than they do with like actually investing to their proper teams.
No, well,
Yeah.
yeah, but like for the classic investment assumptions that are not all that equal,
Yes.
and don't use very good artifacts and don't use talent level 10. Yeah, the
Yeah.
wheelchairs do count very good.
Mm.
They
People would
don't talk
save so
very
many
good
polls.
anymore.
People would save so many polls if they didn't pull every wheelchair.
Yep.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
And then
It's
like
pick who looks cool to you and just stick to that. Make them use their kit and like make them work.
then
Yeah.
like you can do that, but then you're just gonna move on to the next one as soon as they get power grab. There's no point.
No, yeah, like the thing is, you either like if you go for wheelchairs, it's the same, right? You just accept. You either do two. You can do two things. You can accept that your thing got power crept and move on, or you can vertical into them. Like if you go wheelchair, you're always gonna pull the next wheelchair and bench all the previous
Yeah,
wheelchairs.
it's like a spiral.
Yeah, it's a spiral.
And
Yeah.
eventually, your character is just gonna be like an empty
Like
shell.
I can guarantee
This is basically what happened to Novelet. Like no one pulled further into Novelet's vertical. Like everyone just pulled the Lauma Nefer bullshit stuff, and then
Yeah.
like he became less and less of the contribution and was just doing nothing at the end.
Yep.
Eventually, bro became an empty husk.
Yeah, basically.
and
But
the
it's like the-
DPS barely increase it, by the way.
It's like that one Novelet meme that we showed on screen, like in one of the last episodes, with the Novelet, like he's just a bean in a wheelchair and like doesn't breathe and doesn't,
right.
it's just
Yeah.
crippled.
Well, and I can 100% guarantee you, the people that use it to play double Hydra with their stuff as like a quote-unquote wheelchair, for some characters, are probably playing Binefa by now. They haven't learned their lesson.
It's an endless cycle.
Yeah. Not like Nivulet vertical would help him. It actually would. Like he has pretty decent
He won't.
constellations.
Like
He
the
does.
the C1 is like huge. Is R1, assuming you're not a battle pass gamer, is like a 40% increase.
Yeah, from Pember, it's a huge increase. Although like
Yeah.
Sack Jade is very good. So if you are a battle pass gamer, maybe the weapon isn't as good for you. Like Sack Jade is kind of really good. But
Yeah,
if you're
then-
going from a craftable, yes, absolutely, the sig is massive.
Then Farina
And
has
then
a
the
good
Furina cons do help.
constellation, and then Gilone and C2, and maybe Signature on Gilone, but that's already like good cost that you can spend on Novelet.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like
And
Yeah.
Novelet
and then all of
does
that is
have
cheaper
that
than
vertical.
every bullshit that came afterwards. Like I guarantee
Yeah.
you, like if you pulled every like wheelchair or every quote unquote upgrade for Nivulet, you would have had a C6R1 Nivulet by now.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and that shield would clear almost every boss that doesn't hardcuck Hydra.
Like a C6R1 Nivulet, as long as you have like Farina and Chilinen, like you can just clear dire what's it called?
So like
knuckle
saying
dart.
that Novelet's vertical doesn't help is just disingenuous.
It's
Yeah.
not true. Like
I
there
can
are
s-
characters, like for example, like your who has really shit cons, like a Xiao.
Yoimiya, Yoimiya, Zhao, Utao. They all have very
Yeah.
shit cons.
You
Basically,
guarantee
okay.
Binefa is still better than C6 Nivulet? Are you sure? There's no way.
Dude, I listen. I
Not.
can actually attest. I have a C1R1 Novelet on my main account, as well as a lot of C2 supports. I've tried Binefa, I've tried Binea, because why the fuck not? And none of them were better than doing Hypercarry Novelet with a C2 Jalonen and a like C2 plus Farina with a C1R1 Novelet. The only one that was better, and it's because it's Moika, but C2 Moika with Seat Lolly is better because Moika
Oh yeah, well,
her C2 is fucking disgusting. So that's the only one that's actually better. But otherwise, if you have cons on your Novelet and cons on supports for Novelet, Hypercarry still is the strongest for him. His cons are actually pretty strong for him. So
True.
This is
Yeah.
something they will never understand. So no matter what we say, nothing will change.
it
wait, I have
really
an idea.
pains
What if we
me.
just do this? Like we call all the what is something all the wheelchairs with like a C0R0 husk of a DPS? What do they have in common? Like one is obviously damage contribution share, right? But another thing is like just the actual DPS itself, it's not gonna be that good. So, like, if it's a bad character, and then you wait, hold on. Let me formulate my thoughts better. So, if you want to clear endgame content, like whether that's fearless or dire, like there is a pretty explicit DPS check you have to meet, right?
Yeah.
So, and then let's say for like fearless, recently for like the Knuckle Darkle and the Gecko, like if you can clear the mechanics without the shield, you just like you're able to get through the mechanic no problem. Like the DPS check for fearless is roughly like 150k, I think, something like
I
that,
think it's
right?
like
what it shows
140.
150k, like a 150k team in the dummy would probably get you fearless for
Yeah, it would.
because I know 300k would get like a clear on the dire version no problem. So I'm assuming 150k is fine for
I think
fearless.
to that point, I think I did this fearless Gecko with a BNF team within Guang as a healer and then just Zilonen as the other support. That team gets 140-ish, and that was able to clear fearless. So with like 5 seconds to spare, so I think like 140 is fine.
140. Yeah, it was like 140, 150, somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, if this wheelchair doesn't actually clear that DPS check, even though it's technically the best calcing team for that character, does that actually matter? I don't think so. Like if it's, for example, it's a 120k Benefa plus Linnea, I don't know, Neuvillette team is 120k with him doing 20%. That team existing doesn't mean anything, right? What we should do instead is to say, okay, so I want my Neuvillette. I really like Neuvillette. I pull Neuvillette because he's very cool in the Archon quest. I want my Neuvillette to do 150k DPS so I can actually use him in Fearless. So, like, wouldn't it make sense to find, like, the team that gets there, like, with the least amount of pulls? So, for example, like, that would not be... Actually, it might be, but, like... I don't know. Like, I don't know what... It definitely closes the gap between the wheelchair teams and, like, the vertical teams. Like, vertical into wheelchair versus, like, vertical directly into the character. I think. I don't know.
Also, like, vertical directly into the character just would last a lot longer for that character because you wouldn't have to keep changing your wheelchair to meet the situation.
Yeah.
You would just vertical into the character you like and have them deal the damage no matter what.
For the best case scenario when it comes to Nuven checking matchups, what you do is you always have like one team slot with leeway, you know?
Like Nefer for
so
Sucrose?
Let's say...
Yeah, you can pull a
kind of like that.
You can do the
So
foster
you
strat
do that
on the
with
wall.
like Nuv, Furina and Jalonen. You kick Kazuha out and you check and see if you can slot the new shielding mechanics into him. Which it should be unless they're Hydro.
Yeah, Farron, you're right. Like, you definitely clear more shield with wheelchair. Only problem is you have to pull every wheelchair that ever releases. Like, can pulling every wheelchair keep up with just like pulling for C6 Neuvillette? Because like at that point, pulling C6 Neuvillette is gonna be cheaper.
And the answer is no.
Yeah, and by vertical, it's not just constellations for that character. It could be other constellations or even new supports that actually buff the character. Right? For example, if you're a Yoimiya gamer, you probably want like C2 Durin over like...
Exactly, that's what I'm doing right now actually, but
yeah get C2 Durin.
Right, so like, and then if you're a Sino gamer, you probably want what, C2 Shilonen?
C2 Durin. Yeah,
C2
Shilonen first.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah, you go C2 Shilonen first, otherwise he doesn't fucking ult.
Yeah, like for Stygian, C2 Shilonen is like a 100% DPS increase because you actually get...
Exactly.
That's
like
funny.
It doesn't even buff him, it just makes him ult, and that's greater than any other vertical ever just because of his issues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Nicole is going to do something like similar, like make C2 of her be somewhat optimal of an investment part. The thing is, I don't think I think Duran might be just a bigger increase for a lot of carries compared to Nicole, because like Nicole is like at most 10% or something, and like in a few teams it's like 15%. When you don't have a Hexarai, you can't use the Hexarai set before you put Nicole into the team. But like otherwise it's less than 10%. Is Duran more than 10% in most of his teams?
Like C0 Duran?
C0 or 0, yeah.
I
Not really.
haven't heard that much. I feel like he's more. I don't know. My Mia went from like Bennett, which she went from like 120k to 140. So how much is that? It's like
the thing is, Duran doesn't really have buffs. I guess now he does with the Hex set.
He's got a res shred, and then he has like decent damage. That's basically what Duran does. But with Hex set now, he ends up
like
it's decent, okay? Like it really sucks to see like Duran doing equal contribution to someone like Fischl in a Yoimiya team, but that's exactly what he's doing. I don't know, but like with the new set, he's gonna be like a lot better, to the point that like at least from the calcs I've done, Nicole for a lot of teams that already have double Hexray isn't actually like even remotely decent upgrade.
No.
Yeah.
So
unfortunately,
it's like less than 5% for most teams, besides like I guess Kanich or something like that.
And most of the lifting is not even Nicole herself, it's the set.
It's the set, yeah. That's the main reason why Duran still is fine over Nicole in that sense.
Yeah.
The set's just
kind
very good.
Kind of unfortunate. But like Nicole is I guess I'm glad that even though like it's kind of sad she's not that great for like a bunch of low cost teams, she is like the goat for some whale teams.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's gonna be entertaining to watch at least. You just see this random character that buffs like 1200 attack, 40% death shred, and like 80 damage percent. Something like that. 80 damage percent, 25% shred, or is it more than that? I think it's 25%. 25% shred, 40% death shred, 80 damage percent, like 1250 attack. And then you see like Mawika doing 2.6 million DPS. I'm so looking forward to that.
And then you
does she pull like for infinite cost? Does she pull like far ahead of Zibai, or like not
Nefer's still first right now.
Yeah, so. I'm gonna say no. Yeah, Nefer. Yeah,
it's like Nefer's 2.4. Mawika's like 2.6, 2.7 maybe.
I feel like she's putting
I think Arlecchino gets a bigger buff than Mawika does right now. Because Arlecchino, she can't use Kazuha. Mawika could. Like, Mawika could use Kazuha Shilonen really well. Arlecchino can't really do that. So, like, Nicole over, like, Bennett is massive. So Arlecchino is also doing more than, like, Zibai. And, like, very close to Nefer. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's actually
an unlimited
insane.
Chaska? Shouldn't unlimited
Chaska as well. It's gonna be a smaller buff because
Nicole is actually fucking whale bait.
Like C6 Mawika is very good for Chaska. So like Mawika to Nicole will still be a big gain for Chaska, but it's gonna be a lot less than for Arlecchino. Yeah. And then DPS Duran gets probably the biggest gain of them all. And you just have Duran doing more damage than Nefer. It's gonna be crazy. Just like 6 million ticks, Black Duran.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then there's also this, I don't know if I showed it to you guys, but there is a Arlecchino Duran dual DPS team. With,
I did see that, yeah.
Seatlali.
Yeah, and then you swap Seatlali in to apply additional cryo in the middle of the rotation. So you get Arlecchino and Duran vaping their big hits, or not vaping, melting their big hits. That is allegedly as strong as the Mawika team. We'll see how it plays out when it actually like let's see if any like Billy people could actually do it. But I'm
Surely
it's a very
DHCWSP
world.
can do it.
Even if you have like DPS, like even if you have C6 characters, like it's or like a couple C6 characters here and there, it's a very distant world from where we are right now. But it's gonna be so entertaining to watch. Like DHC. Actually, DHC's on iPad. He's not gonna be able to do like the best Moika combos or the best Arlecchino Durin combos. It's mostly the Billy people.
No.
You know, but it'll be very entertaining.
Okay, we should get back so we can actually talk more about Nicole and where we would place her. So everyone is okay with I asked already, but like Zebai versus Mavrika versus Nefer. I have my bias in Mavrika because Mavrika just because of she keeps like low costing shill stuff that is not even meant for her. So like, how can I do anything but just that? I know a lot of it is reliant on the C6 Auroran and stuff, but
like I think like a lot of the low cost stuff you have to take with a massive grain of salt because like it's always C6 Auroran, C6 Chev, and like even for C0 Mavuika is gonna be C6 Yansan. Yeah. So like it's not actually one cost, you know, or like it's not actually 3 cost, but it's like equivalent to like 1 cost over because you could just add the weapon or like add a constellation somewhere, and you get the same effect. So yeah, Mavuika is still incredibly good.
Well, yeah, and of course, another Bennett is not gonna be bad. Nicole will be great for like SO drafting and shit.
That's true, yeah.
The drafting.
So having a second Bennett will just be nice to have. Even under this whole lunar bullshit we're going and whatever Stellar is gonna do, having a second Bennett will never go wrong. And worst case scenario, if your character can use 2 Bennetts, you put Nicole and Bennett together. Fuck it.
True.
That too, man.
With the Chaska mainly. But that's what I'm thinking about. Nicole Bennett for Chaska.
Yeah, and also Varka. Varka can do that as well.
Oh, true, yeah. Okay, but back to Mavrika. Butterfer, did you want to say something about C6 or like the grain of salt and then?
Oh yeah, I mean, like a lot of people don't know this, but you could just use Yansan at the very end of your setup. So like Mawika's burst actually triggers the first overload. So like her entire duration can get the shred without like needing Auroran. So like yeah, I mean Bennett is actually about the same as Auroran. It's slightly worse if you have C6 Chev because like you want to be able to stack C6 Chev outside of Mawika's burst. But like if you're cost chesting or like if you're actually just like a new free to play Mawika gamer, without C6 Chev, like Yansan Bennett Chevris is the team to go.
Isn't that the opposite of cost chesting because you're like real chesting? You're like not spamming with C6 around.
Real chesting.
You're real gaming. You're actually trying to play on a real unmanufactured account, and like Mawika Overload is something you're interested in doing. Like C6, like remember, C6 Chev makes Auroran very good because you don't have to immediately burst on Mawika when you swap into her. You can like actually do some stacking outside of her burst to get the C6 Chev maxed on her actual burst hit. But if you don't have C6 Chev, like Bennett is as good or better than Auroran. And that's with C6 Auroran. If you don't have C6 Auroran or C6 Chev, just use Bennett.
True.
Yeah. And then yeah, like Foster said, if you don't have C6 Auroran, like Bennett's just better. Please just use Bennett.
I haven't even tried. I've only played the Auroran version since I have C6 Auroran, but I need to try the Bennett version as well.
The only time I ever played the Bennett version was against the turtle, because I needed the lowest amount of hits possible, and Mavrika was the only unit that could clear that for me.
Yeah.
You couldn't do any combos. If you did more than donuts, he will shield up.
Oh no. the boss that forces you to do donuts, that's actually funny.
Skirk was very good for that one.
That's true.
Yeah.
Actually,
Freeze,
wait, you
yeah.
aren't allowed to do the try hard skirt combos, right?
No, you just
Because
freeze it, right?
it
can
hits
still
too
do them.
fast.
No, like
because
the freeze delays
freeze,
the
you just
Oh, freeze just
delay,
disabled. I forgot.
yeah. I did it with Ayaka.
freeze. Freeze delays the
freeze.
mechanic, and cryo breaks the shield pretty quick.
Yeah. So you kind of just do whatever, and just if it gets the shield, it gets the shield. That's what you do.
Honestly, it's funny that this happened 2 times. Like first this one, and then the Baptist, which was like meant for Nefer because of the elements, and then it ended
Yeah,
up
but
for Skirk because
Cryo
Skirk has
can...
the same
Cryo
similar
just
strength.
breaks all 3
Yeah.
efficiently.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like,
Skirk was
I
good,
wouldn't
yeah.
say it was meant for just Nefer. The elements were lined up perfectly for Dendro and Cryo.
Yeah.
I think mainly for Nefer. I do
I think it
think
even
Nefer has
recommended
the
saying like bring Dendro Cryo on a little.
Like, and
Little,
it's
like, message
also
thing.
perfect because under the time where the shield is down is like 2-3 seconds. There's 2 ways to go around with Skirk and Nefer. With Nefer you can fit up to 3 full charge attacks if you time them well enough, and with Skirk you can fit a full ass burst.
Oh, true,
Yes.
yeah.
And then
Any
the
other
optimal
character-
hydro character for
What?
that Nefer team was actually Xingqiu.
Yeah, I was about to
Yes.
say that. Like, you could, like, technically Nahida, like, was good as well, but, like, I wouldn't spend that. Like, I wouldn't put Nahida there still, but, like, technically Nahida would break the shield also, like, help with it. It had a Hydro shield, right? I'm not.
I mean,
It did,
Hydra's
right?
not really the problem because Dendro just breaks it really quick. It's the Pyro Shield that's slow.
Yeah, but Nahida, like,
you're using-
Nahida just insta shreds it if you have. But, like, I think the optimal stuff did use Nahida, right? Or did you still just use
Lama
Lama?
alone shreds it. You don't
Does
need
it really?
Nahida.
Yeah, Lama Nefer is enough to get through the what is it called? The Hydro Shield very easily.
Yeah,
it's
but,
just
like,
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
the unconventional thing people did, or kind of unconventional thing people did, was Xingqiu instead of Aino, because
Yeah.
like Xingqiu gets through the Pyro Shield really fast, and that mattered a
I
lot.
remember doing Xingqiu. Yeah, I remember doing Xingqiu for that as well over Aino.
But if
for
you
the
do
Pyro Shield.
If you do Nahida EN1C, shouldn't that already speed up the time?
It
the launch?
does. It does obliterate the what they call the Hydro Shield very quickly if you do N1C Nahida, but like you didn't need it.
Yeah,
I
like
don't think
the
it's-
Hydro Shield's gone very quick.
Yeah.
Anyway,
like, you just do Loma and then like either like normal attack on Nefer or something. Or just normal attack on Loma even, and it's gone very quickly.
I want to test it again. Did the Billions, the Chinese Billions, did they do an stage in Miliasta already that like is similar to Baptist?
There's a simulation. There's a bunch of simulations in Miyasha currently, at least on NA. I don't know if Baptiste is one of them, but you also just test it on Overworld Baptiste, kind of. The shield won't be as strong.
There were some extra additions recently. As far as I know, there's like a Lava Dragon simulator
Yeah, Lava
already
Dragon.
in EU.
Oh, yeah.
It's in NA too. Lava Dragon. They have weird names in the simulation though, but Lava Dragon's in there. I think Automaton's also in there as well.
Yes.
I forget which other ones are in there. It's like 4 different ones.
The gameplay is actually
you
so
have-
funny though. Like
It's
funny
so
looking.
weird because it's like a ruin guard, and you have to imagine that it's the actual boss, and they have like the mechanics of the boss in there.
I tried
It's
to
very
get
weird.
Lava Dragon down with my Nefer, and unless I get a better build, I need to get Signature. Otherwise, it's not clearable for me.
Wait, can they not add actual bosses in the?
I don't think
No,
that's
the bosses just
I
aren't.
don't think
The
so.
bosses themselves probably just aren't actually in Miliastra yet, so they have to simulate it probably. Like, that's why I imagine that if the bosses were there, they would just. Is the dragon actually in them like as an enemy you can place down in Miliastra? Because I imagine it's not. I don't see why they wouldn't
Well,
just
then-
put the actual. Are you talking about the?
Like, how did they get the
dragon?
dragon, the Natlan dragon? For the
I guess the Cucosaur. I guess the Cucosaur is the enemy in there, but maybe not the other ones.
Yeah.
Or maybe you can't.
Yeah.
Maybe you can't change their properties. I have no fucking. I don't do Miliastra stuff, so I have no idea.
Other than that, I've only seen like Hilly Charles, Rogue Guards, Treasure Hoarders, and that's it.
Treasure hoarders.
Yeah.
Maybe we just need to find someone who actually does Miliastra to ask them. Maybe they could let us know, because I don't think any of us here know.
Yeah. I've not done any real Miliastra stuff.
Okay, so Mavrika above Columbina, do we want to
Yes,
batch
absolutely.
this? Okay.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah, I would
Yeah.
agree with
I think,
that,
like,
yeah, for
c-
sure, for sure.
Columbina is extremely niche for like
Yeah.
real accounts. You
Yeah,
can't like
she's,
whichever lunar DPS you pulled for, she is stuck with them forever. She has no there is no possible world where she gets a better team after that.
It's
Like,
it's
Lunar
literally
is-
the
I don't-
Cyrene situation in HSR.
Yeah.
I don't.
She has like 6 characters she works with, and that's about it.
I don't
Yeah,
think
and
that
then
like.
that's in the entire game. In terms of like actual a singular account of a real person, it's gonna be one team because like not many
Yeah, it's
people
one
pull
team,
for
yeah.
a lot of different lunar teams.
Even if you pull for multiple lunar DPSs, in reality, she's still stuck with one team because you only have one
Yeah.
Columbina. And when you do Stygian,
Exactly.
you have to use your own one team, then you're forced to use Ino or
I mean-
Zincho or somewhere else.
I
And
fully
when
agree.
it comes to looking for a character's team, Columbine is like the last piece you go for.
I don't. Yeah, I guess. But like, she is very similar to Linnea and Dinefa for Flynn's and Zabai specifically, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I guess it does
yeah,
depend on the
like-
4-star lineup for
Yeah,
Zabai.
that too as well. That matters
Yeah.
too. But like,
So like
I think
in
for
terms of
Zabai, she has the
value
least.
for the teams that she does, I would say that she doesn't have a higher value than Lauma for Nefer at least.
No,
She
no,
does.
she
No.
doesn't. But she does
does
make Lauma have more value. So like,
Yes, she does. She's very good. Like it's
It
after getting
increases
Llama.
the power of Lauma, yes. But
Like,
Lauma with Nefer is sufficient enough that Columbine just adds something. It doesn't fix anything.
I mean,
Okay.
she does fix the Verdant generation, but
Yeah,
It was already fine by default. It's just extra damage.
with that.
well, okay, but
It's
like,
just extra damage.
with all of that said, like, which other character can you think of that is that big of an increase for 3 teams?
Yeah, that's true. Like, I think Columbina. I don't know how people are getting.
What?
Actually, no, that's not true. That's not true. Like, what was it? I think if you don't cost chests C6 Ino with Nefer, like Columbina is like 40% increase, even without
Yeah,
accounting
she's
for
huge. She's huge.
like the comfort of the dues.
Yes.
So yeah,
A
I think-
while back, I had tested like C0 Ino versus Columbina versus like Nefer with Columbina versus Nefer with Loma, and it was almost the same DPS. Like replacing Columbina with C0 Ino was way worse. Like 50k DPS worse.
Yeah, and on my Nefer specifically, replacing Lauma made Columbina just do basically fucking nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
that's her
I will
concept.
definitely put Columbina below Lauma at least on this list.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't know, but I don't know about that.
Lauma literally
I don't know
holds
about that one.
Columbina's balls in Nefer's team.
I think
Yeah,
like
it's
Llama
like-
is more broken for sure, but because Columbina has such a strong role with Flynn's and Zwei as well,
Yeah.
and like she's not just like playable, but like actually pretty like with this is not counting for C6 Ilua because like
Well-
obviously Linnea is gonna have a better banner than Columbina most likely, but just
Yeah.
in terms of increase going from like Ino to Columbina or like going from Goro to Linnea, they're like the same.
Mhm.
So like Columbina is pretty damn impactful for a lot of these teams.
Yeah.
So like I think Llama's more broken, yes, but it's reasonable to say that because Columbina is so impactful for like 2 other teams, you could put her ahead, yeah. But
Yeah,
Llama's
like,
more
I'm-
broken. Llama's
I-
more broken.
Like for just for Nefer specifically, because for Flynn's, it's an entirely different story. But for Nefer, I did this on Hera. I replaced Lauma, my Nefer could not clear. I replaced Columbine and I could still clear, even without C6 I know.
Oh yeah, like Llama is definitely
Yeah.
for Nefer specifically. I think
Yeah, for Nefer,
Llama
Llama's a lot bigger. Yeah.
like
a lot
Llama
bigger
even
thing.
increases the value of Columbina and vice versa.
Yeah, they have the
Yes.
lesbian polyamorous relationship with the Nephalauma Columbina.
What the fuck is a lesbian? She's my
Yeah.
wife, okay? Put that shit off.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Wait.
I just mean they
I'm
are
joking.
very intertwined. They are very, very interlinked. Kind of like the Evernights, Cyrene, Hyacinth, Castris.
Yes, you can say that.
Yeah. Wait, we got an interesting chat message. Chevy should be an S plus because
I
she's
can't
best in
lie.
slotted in a lot of non-overload teams. I don't know about that.
Non-overload?
She
Not
is.
like
She
overload?
is. She is mess and slot for Chaska. For no reason.
No, she's.
Well, that's
How is she best in slot for Chaska?
Like,
Are you? I get it. Like if you
Cost chesting.
like if
Cost
you
chesting.
toss chest, maybe. I could
okay,
see.
Even then,
it
that's
is
one
very
team.
heavily defended on cost chest.
that's also.
I mean,
like
there's
one
also
team. They said a
Mavrika
lot of teams.
Sidlali. Mavrika Sidlali Yansan. Like, okay, it was also pure.
Please
It is
don't.
all-
Please don't play this.
It all boils down to cost chest, but it is a
Yeah.
very cost chesty argument.
It's a very cost chest team. Please just play double pyro. Just
I'm actually just going
go
to
for-
put
go
her
for
over
C2
Farina
and
though.
play
I was actually gonna ask, why is Farina over Chev if Farina
We
has
don't-
one team where she's
well.
actually good?
Well,
Farina has one team. I mean, like, you
Farina
can say
has
Move
one
Weapon,
team,
Ayaka,
and
but like,
Farina has one team, and she's losing to a signature weapon.
She's
no.
actually not. Like Farina is. I re-looked at it. Farina's actually as good as getting Azurlight. She's pretty crazy. For this
She's
one team,
equal.
and
That's
one
that
team
still
fight.
actually said a character versus a weapon and
but the
not
weapon is
beating it.
broken.
Yes.
The weapon,
the weapon is very strong.
Yes,
so
the
you
weapon
gotta-
is very strong. Farina isn't, true.
True.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Does anyone have something to say about Jelona and Durin?
I felt
Jelon is just cooked.
Um,
I'm sorry.
I would put Jillian below Durin. Actually, yeah, I'll put Jillian below Durin. I would.
And
I mean,
Dur-
after
and
the
Nicole,
more
after
you support
Nicole, Durin is going to be better than Jelona anyway. So
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
see,
but like the
what is
more new supports we
Jelonen's-
get, the more Jelena kind of just
No.
rolls
Let's
off.
see it at a completely different scenario. Let's pick one of them separately. Let's start with Shilonen. What is Shilonen's best use case right now?
Moika.
Mavrika Zidlali.
And even
Mid-call.
then,
Now the question is, another question. How
that's not good.
valuable is she for that?
Eonson exists.
Yeah,
So,
so yeah, it's you have to probably put her down maybe.
Yeah,
Put her to sleep.
And now let's see Durin. What is his best use case right now? I can tell you right now, it's Vareza.
Is that
Durin's
overloaded with
best-
Varesa?
Yes, it's Vareza. He has no other team, and the next team after him is like noticeably below Vareza, so it's not even worth mentioning.
But is the best non-Verasa team going to be Lohan soon? Or
It'll
is
be
it Vaka?
Lohan.
It will probably be Lohan.
Okay.
Maybe Varka even. And now, how valuable is Durin for Vareza? Not that much. At least solo
What
hacks.
What are KQM? Wow, I cannot say
Like,
that.
assuming
KQMS,
you already
calcs for-
have Mavrika, there's no use for Durin. But if you don't have Mavrika for your Vareza, then you can just get Durin. It'll be fine.
KQM where?
KQMS calcs for Lohan. I've seen like a Genshin War calc needs like 160k, but what KQMS calcs?
Is it the
130.
Lohan? Is it like Lohan Durin?
The Honduran
Nicole with-
Nicole.
Oh, okay, yes. I can see that. For his
It was like
requirements.
it was like Sig on low end, Sig on Durin. It was 165k. From
Makes
Genshin
sense.
War.
Okay. Yeah.
I was gonna say because at that point, wouldn't he be stronger than Varessa? But I don't know. I don't know what like comparatively.
If
I
he
don't
is
think
stronger
so.
than Varessa, I actually like. If
'Cause,
he
like,
is stronger than Varessa
he is.
and standard, I'm actually going to sue
I
the
don't,
company.
I
I
don't think
think.
I don't think it's gonna be, but we'll see. Like right now, I'm having Lohen melt behind Vareza with hacks, so I
Okay.
don't think it's gonna happen soon, unless there is something I missed.
I honestly, I want him to be limited, and then I want them to fix his like 15% attack buff. I want him to buff Duran more.
Yeah, like what the fuck is 15% attack? That gives me Lynette passive vibes.
Yeah,
It's literally
exactly.
losing to an artifact set.
15% attack is diabolical.
And what makes me believe that they intend him to be a carry is the fact that his signature doesn't even buff the team.
Yeah, that is confusing. Yeah.
Like, I was expecting the skill and burst damage to be like, okay, if you have it active, you buff the team as well. If you have both active, you buff the team as well with like half of it. So like 20 damage percent to the team. Like, that will be at least decent. But no, they made him just work for him, so it's not even that great of a signature, assuming you're gonna play Dark Duran.
I remember when I first looked at Lohan's signature, I didn't even know that he wasn't a support. I thought he was some kind of superconduct support, and then I think I saw like 40% normal attack damage, and then I was like, what? What is that signature? And I thought it was just like an buff for the on-fielder, but no, it's just he's not.
It's
He's
70
obviously
damage
not.
percent with the Hex passive active, which is a pretty solid signature for him.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, all things considered.
Yeah, well, I was just confused because I thought that the league said that he was a support, but I mean, did they say that he? They talked about some superconduct support. I don't know.
It is 40 at baseline and 70 with the Hex passive.
Oh,
Because it amps the weapon passive by 75% if you have a Hex active.
okay. We need to discuss the other elephant in the room. Actually, there's not much elephant-y. I
All
guess
the
we can
elephants
put
are addressed.
Mona higher, to be honest. Does anyone want to put
No.
Mona higher?
Mona
Glaze?
Great for Skirt, great for Milani.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
good.
yeah.
Overfarina.
Shishul,
To rage
at
bait.
least
I mean, it's
right
already
now, Shishul-
it's
yeah.
already two more teams than another team more than Delonan has, and she's best in slot for arguably best.
Yo,
slot
honestly,
for,
after I think we need to talk more about Mualani at some point because, like,
Yeah.
after the hex set, like, first of all, like, Mona can get just.
Oh yeah, the hex
she
set.
can
I forgot
go-
about
The
that.
Hex set, yes.
But she gets 20 ER from the 2-piece now. Like, she optimally doesn't need Instructor anymore. You could just.
Oh
like,
right.
the 2-piece is 20 ER and it's a 5-star set. So you can just get, like, what, 30, 40 more ER easily from subs. So it's a very different experience, I feel like.
It's peak.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah, I wonder
Like,
where.
yeah, like, Mona is just gonna be. She will be very good. Like, Mona Sucrose official. And they're just gonna randomly have teams where they just work. I think Foster was talking about this earlier. Like, Mavika with like C2 Mavika. Without pulling other 5-stars. You just go C2 Mavika. And then on this upcoming banner, which will probably have Yansan with it. So you just do C2 Mavika, Yansan, C6, and then just do official, not official, what am I saying? Sucrose Mona. There's a
Sucrose
rotation
Mona,
where
yeah.
you can get a Pyro Swirl and get good like Hydro uptime with a Mona and Sucrose. And then you can get a lot of vapes. And it looks very, very interesting. I need to test it more, but
That would be
that might be legit.
that would be really nice if Mavrika has a good vape team, because then she can do hydro checks if we ever get like simple hydro checks.
Yes.
Malika is never gonna die as a character, I swear.
Yeah.
Malika is the
And even when it comes to hydro checks, she could just double pair with Molani and still clear.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Is
she's just never fading. at this point.
Yeah.
Is Mona
Yeah.
over Farina? Is that okay, or do we want to put her lower?
It comes back to value checking again. How valuable is Mona for Skirk and Molani right now?
She's worse value than Farina for Skirk, but
But it's 2 teams, like 2 teams versus 1 team.
Now we have to go by the value. Now just say the value, please.
Say the value, like the number.
Yeah, this
5
is
out
like,
of 10.
this is like
6 out
price
of 10.
tags.
$5.99.
It might just be too hard to quantify, but like I think the concept
just
of
be good.
Farina, Mona, and Chevy being like similar or like in the same boat, I can see that. Like the three Fontaine-ish supports. I know Mona isn't Fontaine. She has some connection to Fontaine, whatever.
Mona is also free. That is also another thing.
Yeah, true. She is free. That has a lot of value, and it gets a big bump from C4 in specific scenarios. Obviously, if you're already overcapping, then it doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
But if you're not overcapping, crit fish.
It's great.
True.
It is.
What about Durin Mona? Now that like Durin Mona was so dog shit, but like technically it also gets a buff like next patch because of the Hexerai set and Nicole as well. Nicole might be optional,
Durin
right?
Mona for Wu.
Just
for
Durin
which
Mona, like
Durin
that's the
carry.
team.
Durin
Mona on
carry,
field.
which was very ass.
Oh,
Like, Mona.
It was pretty bad.
yeah. It's a
He
meme
was-
team.
was
That's
kinda
a like a like that gives.
I think it's
It's
just
just a little bit better, but
I-
like I saw the one I saw was Mona Lauma Durin
Lama?
and like
Lama. Burn
I-
hate Mona.
I think I know the team you're telling. There
Yeah,
was
like-
one where it was like it had the same premise as like Rio, Baizu,
Yeah,
Shunkling,
Ri-
Furina
Rising
back in the
Origin.
day,
Bye.
and you just
Rising
circle the
Origin Mouth.
that it was the same premise as
Oh
Rio
no.
with Baizu, Shunkling and shit. It had the same idea, but at least it did damage when it worked.
Oh no.
That
There was a
an
lot of,
all-time classic. The two
There were a lot
all-time
of calcs
classics.
back.
Vivulette,
Yeah.
Nahida, EM Raiden, Dea, and
the fuck?
Risley, Baiju, Xiangling, Farina.
Yes.
The two all-time classics.
Yeah.
The difference is that Novelette one is just nodded, and the Rio one is also nodded, but at least the thought behind it made sense.
Did it? Like 250, 300 energy recharge on every single character.
Like it's like Risley, Farina, Baiju, Xiangling.
What-
You know, okay, maybe it's a little bit better than the Vivulette one, but like it just feels. Oh my god.
Favonius on the entire team.
Harmonious on
And
the entire team, 30k
You
DPS.
said 300 ER, and I think 300 ER is low balling.
True.
Yeah, I mean, like on Farina, how much are you gonna need? You're gonna need more than that.
Solo Hydra Farina, dude. That yeah.
Okay, should we put Jansan higher than? Are we actually putting Shilonen at the top of at the bottom of S and then putting Jansan higher than Shilonen?
Janssen,
I think
what
that
is her
would,
best?
that would kind of make sense.
Like her best
feel
use
like
case to me is like, well, she only has two really.
Mavrika and
For me,
Versa,
it's, like it's C2 Veresa or C2 Mavuika. Pick your poison.
yeah.
Because like it's very
No.
like that's about it. And both of them are good teams. And she does have like a very convenient and very synergistic use case with them.
Honestly,
So, yeah, I mean, Janssen-
Jansan. Okay, Jansan could be right here with Chevy, Farina, and Mona if she ran on Kinnick and Claren's banner, right? Like, because then she would have two more use cases with C2 Claren, C2 Kinnick.
Oh, you can
That's
probably
true.
move Fischl up. Fischl like
Oh, yeah,
as a
true.
hex character, he actually has a lot
Yeah,
of.
how
stuff.
is-
Somewhere.
How is Fischl not in Massive? I feel like Fischl should.
Fischl should
You
like
thinking-
Fischl.
Lowest S? Lowest S?
Yeah. They put
Yeah,
Fischl
further
after.
there, further there.
Yeah, she's mainly for the 0 cost or like 1 cost Stygian clears. I feel like she's in every single 1 cost Stygian clear.
Yeah.
Especially against
Yes.
Mandragona, Dura,
Mandragora,
however it's
Pretty
called.
sure
yes.
she's very good for Mandragora because of how quickly she got through the that whatever phase.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you think
I don't know what
about
to call
it, if you think about it, that's the reason why the fastest Mandragora clear used C6 Chlorine just for that.
True.
Yes.
Wait, did
It's the
the
second
fastest
fastest
clear
in the
use
league.
Cloran? I didn't even know.
Yep.
Yes,
it's
it did.
For
Chlorine,
one man who didn't know.
TNT, Mavika, Citlali.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, they
That
just
makes-
used
that makes
Chlorinde
sense, that makes
because
sense.
C6 Chlorinde was the fastest to check the mechanic by far.
Yep.
Wait, did DHCWSP not upload a speedrun for that one? I didn't.
No, I think it was
Oh.
a Billion Dweller.
I see.
Yep. A billion dweller.
Okay, do we think the mid, the Shaska, Kinnick, Clorand, Ayaka, Lenny? I feel like Kinnick over Chas.
I think
Actually,
that
no, I don't
Chlorinde
know.
should be at the top of it.
Kanish should be over Cheska now.
Yeah,
because of Nicole.
the thing is, if you have C2,
There's
like
the
if
thing.
you are C2 R0 chesting with a 4-star team, I think
Oh,
Chaska.
speaking of, I need to take a look at Yaska with Nicole and Mona. Nicole and
Yeah,
Mona
Mona.
Bennett. That sounds
Also,
pretty.
Chlorinde should be at the top of A because according to very valuable sources, she's the top of mid.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Who said that?
Don't you
Jason.
remember that?
It
It's
was
the-
something
it's-
that rage baited me.
Mr. Classic himself.
Oh,
And
Jason
Mr.
needs to come back so that we have like a second Sir Jeff, because like at his peak he was kind of a second Sir Jeff.
The difference is that at least just
Jason,
is funny.
no, Jason was the anti-Jeff back in the day. It was kind of cool. Like he actually advocated for vertical.
He did, but like he had the same kind of weird Sir Jeff takes every now and then. Like he had the Escoffia Kinnick thing.
Oh my
That was
fucking
his doing.
Okay, low key, I feel like that's because he just wasn't as engaged in Genshin at that point.
But then why make a
Like, back
video
in the
on it? But I do think it's funny because now I can like compare that to Linnea being put into Arlecchino teams. I wonder who did that.
Wait,
Oh
is that
my god.
actually?
No, that was Sir Jeff pre-release.
Oh yeah, true. I completely forgot about that. It didn't even have Hydras. It was like
Yeah,
spam E.
It's big. It's big.
It was just double pyro, double geo.
Yeah, like
Yeah, if-
why? Kitschina
It's
with
an
scroll
upgrade.
is probably better. I don't know.
It's an upgrade over the C1 Chiori, bro. You should pull it.
True.
It's actually peak. Okay, we need to go further down the mid. Neuvillette. I feel like Navia. I don't like the distance between Navia and Neuvillette.
Then
But
make
I
them
think
pull
I'm
them
Nicole chesting because like Nicole is Navia's new best path, right? She
Wait,
should
we
be.
are counting Nicole?
No, we aren't yet.
I thought we weren't.
We aren't yet.
Oh,
Just
we
for the
aren't accounting
future.
Nicole for any of this.
No, not yet.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Does that change any of your opinion? I mean, otherwise we are putting
Nicole
like
probably-
Wait,
we
we're not
can put
accounting
the
Nicole. Are we accounting the new set?
we are not
at all,
counting
or-
the new set.
Wait, why? Let's just.
I don't know
Not
what we
waste
have.
time
We
and
have all
account
the
the new-
knowledge. We
We
make
can do
changes
that
next
after we
week.
have done all the adjustments, so like it's cleaner. So we have like a clean what do we have, 6.5 list and then a clean 6.6 list.
I mean,
Yeah.
we could, but
I
like,
don't know.
in my
I mean,
opinion,
we could-
we already know precisely the 6.6 stuff, so there's no point in like finishing the 6.5.
Okay.
I also feel like our knowledge of what's going on in 6.6 will affect how we doing stuff regardless if you want to account for it or not. Like we're subconsciously thinking of it.
Okay,
Like I don't know if I would necessarily put Kanich over Chaska, not accounting his new team because he gets a massive buff with his new team.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
why.
like,
Okay.
Wait, what is actually the new team? It's double pyro.
It's Nicole.
right?
It's Nicole Duran.
Nicole
What was the last one?
Duran.
Nicole Duran. I think Janssen or I forget. the last
Janssen,
one
if you
is.
see 6 chest, otherwise I think you're Foster and Emily probably.
Oh, it's Emily,
Or
yeah.
But the
Bennett,
funniest
maybe
thing is-
Bennett.
Like
Emma?
Janssen, the only Kanich adjacent character Janssen ever ran with was Emily.
That's
Yes.
true.
And
That's-
honestly, Nicole should be a great enough increase for Kinich to bump him up a tier.
You think so? Like in
Yeah,
lowest
She's-
S?
she's like a 20% increase.
Probably like above Shalonen.
Okay.
Catches.
I mean, I'm
Like Shalonen does get, let's say, that team with Durin Nicole for Navia, but I am getting Albedo as a solid alternative simply because you can't swap to get 2 Shalonenese to reduce Navia's
no.
ER requirements.
I
Otherwise,
think
you lose the 300 attack on both Navia's skills instead of 1.
Yes.
I think Navia energy recharge, like even if you don't play double, like if you play Jilong with 1E,
It's not that detrimental actually. Like I've tested it on an account with like C6 Navia, of course, but I tested with 0 energy start, and you can get the Jelonen E funnel into Navia before the particles drops in. It requires low ping though, so maybe won't be the thing for some people.
yeah, that's true. Okay, I guess we can put Navia higher than Villain, at least.
Yeah.
Should we
But,
put?
like,
Yeah.
I
Like-
would say even higher than Lini at least.
Okay. I mean,
I don't-
Ayaka's like
I haven't seen Lini
I-
with Nicole.
Ayaka is such a fraud. I just the Stygian really hurts her so much.
I mean,
It-
Ayaka
it's-
is. I
it's
cleared.
something,
Okay,
yeah.
I cleared Fearless. What was the
what?
last time I played Ayaka seriously? I think I cleared Fearless Baptist with full C0 R0 Ayaka on my cousin's account
Yes.
when that was around.
I cleared
That's
this
about it.
fearless with
She felt
Pilia with
okay.
Ayaka. I cleared this fearless with Pilia with Ayaka. It was very cringe. Basically, you just normal attack until the burst. You just do random shit until the shield breaks on Papilla, and then you do your full rotation because you have enough time to stock all your energy up during the Papilla shield.
Hmm.
It was what was it, like a 112-second clear with a 7 cost Ayaka team. It was
Oh,
kind
no.
of shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
But I mean, it did clear. Ayaka is just kind of, I don't know.
Well,
Low
what's
key,
the-
having
what's-
it verticaled on, I was gonna say having verticaled on both Yoimiya and Ayaka. I feel like it's harder to keep Ayaka up than it is to keep Yoimiya up because
Wow.
Yoimiya just gets better supports.
Interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, I was
Which-
going to say, what's Ayaka's like lowest, without using Skirk? What's her lowest dire on, like lowest cost dire against SSA? Does anyone know?
oh, that's
It's
like
6
3.
cost. It's 3.
3?
I've seen the lowest I've seen is 6.
There's no way.
If it's 3, it's definitely like
I mean, I can check right now.
they're definitely not counting Shanghai as a cost.
I wouldn't count
It might
C1
be
as a
for
cost, I
that.
guess.
Like,
I know because
yeah, Foster.
I couldn't
this is
even-
3.
It's probably C1 as Coffee.
Yeah.
is it.
Because like I remember because Skirk has one cost, like literally one cost clears. But okay,
no,
never
not
mind. That's-
clears. Like she has one cost clear, right?
Yeah, I can't remember if one cost Skirk was only C6 Dahlia or not. Because
You're
Yeah,
doing
true. You
high-
should be
Wait.
against that. That's against your.
Wha-
yeah, because
What
like if that's the
investment,
case, I'm not counting it like that. Like I would toss it.
Oh no! But this looks unoptimal. C1 Escoffier is much
Yeah.
better than Fork.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
C2 nerf for
that's-
Lamau.
I think
don't know if
that's
I,
also showing there is the one thing
mentioned
that-
this
is the one I
already,
think I
but
saw.
it would be really nice, like if for this exactly this kind of site, if there's like a cost, like you have the classic kind of like what is it called, Billy cost standard, right? But like immediately next to it, you have a 4-star adjusted cost. So it's not like literally how much. It's impossible to guess plausibly how many pulls it takes to actually pull those things. Instead, it's just like a damage equivalent. So like it's like for C0 Movica, it kind of low-key doesn't make sense to assume like all those 4 stars as zero cost, right? But how much damage does it actually add? Like it roughly adds like going from non C6 on all 3 of the 4 stars to C6 on all 3 of them. Like you would add like maybe about a signature weapon or maybe a bit more. So it's like instead of 1 cost, it's more like 2 point something, like 2.5-ish. You have like an adjust, and then that to me is like is pretty cool because people already manufacture their accounts to like fit these categories, right? So like it's kind of it's hard to say that like everybody delete their accounts and stop doing that. Like people already do it, but I think to me to have like that gives a super like a very big improvement on like realistically like how relatable this clear is. It'd be really nice.
Yeah, my other big issue with the website, and I've already like requested it in the Discord server for the website, is the standard cost. I don't think 0.5 cost per standard, so like C1 is 1 cost basically. If you have C1 Mona, that's 1 cost, and I think that's stupid.
Yeah, I know. It's so stupid. It's like people's argument is like having a standard like this, it keeps everything consistent so people could like discuss it, right? It was like, no,
Just
not
divide
really.
the cost, actually. Divide
Like your
between limited and standard.
It's fundamentally against reality. Like where it's
fundamentally against
unrepresentative.
reality is a great statement.
It's fundamentally unrepresentative of like the whole concept of what cost is supposed to be.
Exactly.
So it's like, no, you're just. I just don't agree with it.
There is a very simple solution. It's literally just make it like how people in HSR do. Literally just adapt to the future. Stop living in the past. Divide the cost between limited and standard and move on.
True. Yeah, I've asked to divide it between normal cost and standard.
So you can divide the rich costs to the peasant cost.
The peasant
and it's
cost.
True.
I kind of want to go back to the person who said there's a 3 cost Ica clear of Dire. Where was
It's 3 cost.
I've never
but
seen
where?
that. Yeah, because I was trying to clear Ica with my try to clear SSA Dire with my Ica, which was 6 cost at the time. And I could not find anything lower than most of the time it was like 8 to 9 cost Ica that was clearing Dire. But there was really shit rotations because it was fucking YouTube and Reddit clears. But like the lowest I'd seen was 6 with actually good rotations, which I think is this clear right here. It might be, or actually, it might be a different one. I don't know, but that's the lowest I've ever seen for a Dire SSA. I don't know how you'd even manage this 3 cost Ica against it because Ica just does not do enough damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I remember seeing a Billy, but here, let me see if I could find it.
I asked in my server if someone can get me the link. Or either first. I just pinged first.
Signature versus non-signature cost, that's literally just normal, limited and standard cost. Easy game, easy life. And they show the signatures and they show the weapons by default per character, so unless you're an actual monkey, you can see it. Like it's not that hard, I swear.
Okay. We should get back to the list while you're searching for the Ayaka clear. This Ayaka clear will depend. Like this will make her. Like I feel like we can put her down if this Ayaka clear doesn't exist.
I would I don't know. I still kind of see her as like Willow, so like
Well,
Nicolette.
like it is still a limited weapon, so it will count. It's as simple as that. They can just see if it's their actual signature or not. It's literally written down there. That's it. So what were you guys saying though?
Yeah, what did
I was
the
just
Kinkle-
saying that. Person, I was just say if someone who's played Ayaka for years, I'd say Nicolette's a bit better. I don't know.
Okay. I trust that. I'm also an Ayaka player, but like I batch tested her a few patches and then I realized like I have too much cost. I can't properly batch test her.
Wait, what cost are you sitting on Ayaka? I'm sitting.
1 billion.
I'm sitting at 7 costs currently because I got C1 as coffee here.
It's
Instead of
unoptimal.
getting-
It's unoptimal
Yeah.
cost. It's C6 for Arena. That's the cost.
Yeah.
Oh, that is unoptimal. I think
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
doing pretty decent. I've got C1 R1 as Scoffier, C0 R0. Oh, technically C1, but the C1 didn't do anything. Then
Oh yeah,
C1
that's
R1,
another
C1,
thing
or
that
C0
could be
R1.
like on these kind of websites. Not necessarily on these kind of websites, but like it's another thing to like keep in mind. It's like the same, like 8 cost teams are not built equal. For example, like if you have a like for like Skirk, if you have a C6 Farina, it's not bad, but like
There are
like
better
it's
ways.
not the same as like having C2 R1 Skirk and like
Yeah.
C1 Escoffier, stuff like that. It could make a massive difference. It's like Kinkle's what was it called, the Tsubai team, right?
Oh yeah,
You-
like we have you have what, like less cost or same cost as me, but we're like 100k DPS apart because mine is distributed.
Yeah,
kind of-
it's just like I don't have
Yeah.
perfect distribution either. I have C2 Columbina, and it doesn't really
Yeah.
do nearly as much as a C2 Linnea, for example.
Yeah, that's my issue too. Yeah.
Yeah. So like you could
distribution
keep in
is
mind like an equivalent cost. Like this goes from like C6 4-stars, but also like unoptimal like 5-star cost. Like so like for example, it's technically a 10 cost team, but like in reality you could expect like it's more like a proper like 6-7 cost team. Sorry.
It's like
That
my
wasn't
my
That wasn't
Yoimiya team that gets 140k DPS is technically 10 costs, but all that costs is C6 Yoimiya, which does nothing. If it was Durant, it'd be like
Exactly. So it's like it's just the equivalent of this. And that's actually such a cool idea, and I don't think it's that hard to quantify either. Like the polls are hard to quantify, but like the damage is not. Like it's very clear cut how much this is like roughly equivalent to.
Yo, friend asked you why you didn't pull C2 Linnea.
Didn't pull C2 Linnea. I mean I got C1 and I lost 50-50 to Dea on C2.
No.
And
Oh no.
yeah, and then like I didn't want to wail for more because I gotta pay for some stuff.
Oh no.
Yep.
I can understand that fake cost stuff with Homo and Flints, for example, as you've said, but
Yeah,
The way I
it's
like it, like
they're just not
non-signature
gonna
5
reduce
stars.
the value of a weapon because it's not their best in slot. It's just that's just how the rules work. It's 5-star limited weapon, so it will count even if it's not their actual signature. It is what it is.
I do kind of feel like it's a bit like for someone like Linnea, who's almost every 5-star you can put on her is almost equal to Slingshot.
Yes.
But let's say you're in a situation where you don't have the proper build for your Linnea to run Slingshot, like you have a Create Circuit or something. So you run, I don't know, Thundering Pulse or something, or let's say Thundering Pulse. You have 1 extra cost for a weapon that is 1% better than the non-cost.
Yeah,
that's
it's
annoying.
Which is kind of stupid.
That's like it is
That's kinda
stupid, but
stupid.
like, what can you do? You can't do shit about it. Like it's like for me as well. I have I'm using my Neferon Sitlali signature because I refuse to craft an R5 craftable, especially right now, because I'm getting Nefer signature. So like I'm basically nerfing myself when it comes to like cost chesting and shit. Until I get the Nefer signature.
No, of course. Yes. I'm using my Linnea build is very funny. I'm using triple def, and it's optimal for me. I don't know why, but I think C2 Columbina Sac Jade makes it so that my Linnea build doesn't even like I don't even have the crit rate problem because I just run triple death.
My Linnea is on a really shitty build because the situation I described is literally my situation where I'm stuck on a career circuit after an entire 2 weeks of Stygian farming.
Oh, no.
So I'm using Slingshot on her and I'm at 112 crit rate. When
I also don't have a Linnea build. I cannot get a good Aubade set for the life of me.
Oh, no.
So it's just like if she's on a random mix set, like 2-piece Wanderers, 2-piece nothing.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It has
that.
like it has 40 subs though, so I guess it kind of works.
Yeah.
I was going to say about like Sack Jade. Sack Jade is another like huge cost chest weapon for Colombina, which like
like
especially
so
Zebai
much.
can abuse and Flints can abuse. Zebai and Flints, basically.
I don't know how, but like
why.
maybe my calcs are screwed up, but like I'm getting Colombina like using her burst is very good. Like cause yeah, because like the lunar crystallize does a decent amount of damage, and if you don't burst, like you actually lose some of those as well. So maybe it's just like my I guess actually I don't know. Maybe I need to look at more C0 Zubai stuff. I'm just assuming everyone who like seriously cares about Zubai is getting C1 at some point, because like that's just how it's so good. So like with C1 Zubai with the personal damage, I'm getting like actually building ER on Colombina being a little bit better, pretty much always.
I see.
Can anyone fund me an R5 Sectrate for Bina so I could potentially 4-cost Papilla with Flint instead?
4 cost.
Please.
Why not
a weapon?
instead of a Sack Jade? Why not pull? Actually, no. If you pull something that's not 0 cost anymore, you have a cost chest. Fuck.
Yes.
Does almost double the damage of Fab. Yes, it does. Like I'm getting like 175k procs versus 300k procs. It's a pretty big difference. But at the same time, you know, you get the burst all the time, so you get more moon drifts, you get more personal damage on Zubai, so it ends up evening out.
Yeah, true.
Damn, I gotta forget exactly. There's something I was
87 seconds.
I need to Taoxic Jade Bina. I completely fucking forgot about it.
I was going to talk about this for a bit because you mentioned about like unoptimal cost distribution. I think like not to like flex or anything, but I do have the best like 5 cost and below like clear time right now, and I don't think it's justified. Like my gameplay is not that great, but I think a lot of people are nerfed because like this is optimal. This is literally optimal. C1R1. And then like everything, it's not even scam cost, like it's R5 spindle. I guess you can call that spin. Like if you actually, that's another thing I wanted to discuss about Nefer, but I'm going to discuss after talking about this. But yeah, I think a lot of people are nerfed by this like weird. Although this is R5 Dawning Frost. Yeah, sure. You got that R5 Dawning Frost.
I have to put my Flints clear there.
Okay, but that is actually something I wanted to discuss. Like, what are we doing with the Lauma? Because, like, if people pick up Lauma from now on, they don't have like Spindle. Like, we can't assume Spindle anymore, can we?
I don't know. It's great that they released right on her release, but like, people pick her up today is gonna go, or not today, but like in a few days from now is.
They will very likely have to use Favonius on her.
Yeah, when I've reviewed people who have a Loma, like, what weapon do I use on Loma? I was like, do you not have Spindle? I'm like, no. I'm like, damn. Well, Fav exists. Use Fav.
It's like
minus 200. Fav actually is the way to go. It probably is. Right?
She needs so much ER. If you can somehow manage a shit ton of ER without it, then you could probably go for sac frags or something. But
I guess for Colombina, it's also kind of nice because, like, she also runs Fav, but like, I guess you can get away with. I don't know.
The world if Loma generated particles on cast, Sac Frags would actually be pretty goated.
It's so funny that Nicole is like like one of the first supports that like funnels a giga amount of particles into herself, like at the start of her. Or like if you don't use her burst, you just have these particles for free. I guess it's kind of like
Yeah,
Shilon,
kinda
but
like
even, not even
Arlecchino or
Shilon
Malika.
is that.
Wait, you
I
can.
said kind of like
I need to
Arlecchino
figure it
skill
out.
or Malika skill.
Yeah, true.
Like for Malika, like if you wanted to use Nicole with Malika, let's say like not just the hyper whale stuff, but also like if you just wanted this like a C2 Nicole or something, in which case I'm pretty sure she becomes best in slot with Malika. Like would you
Okay.
just feed the particles into Seat Lolly or something? Because like
I
you don't
guess.
Be likely,
need you
yes.
don't burst on Nicole.
Yeah.
She doesn't have burst, right? So you would feed it to Seat Lolly, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But if
You
you're running
old.
CTS, you see Lolly though. Whatever you can't. You kind of.
That'd be very interesting. I need to look into it because, like Nicole, I don't want to pull C2 Nicole because it feels like kind of a waste. Like three 5 stars, really, for like a little upgrade over Bennett.
Not just a
I'm
little.
point-
Like it's
I'm pulling C2 Nicole because I love Nicole as a character, and then
That's fair.
I kind of want to just test C2 Nicole with a bunch of other DPSs to see how she fares. I'm kind of interested.
Oh.
I need to calculate, like I always calculate. I've basically completely stopped like regular sheets, but I just calc stupid things now. And I want to calc who is the best Nicole Quill abuser. Like who gets the most DPR out of quills? The Nicole quills.
Will
And like
be anyone with high generic damage percent will be able to.
Yeah. High generic damage percent also like wants Nicole last in the rotation.
yeah, that as well.
Who'd that be? I mean, I guess you can find out. Huh?
I think Chlorant, but I like. Can you do Chlorant? Like, can you do last into the? I guess you can.
Oh my god! I just found a chest in Leah. Jesus.
Damn.
What?
Exploring Lewa. Okay, we should get back to the tier list. So, we've already been recording for long. These tier list episodes always drag themselves for so long, honestly.
Well, we kind of just yap a lot, so.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know over Yelan. I can't see Yelan's face anymore. Yeah, I know. is the-
Hey, what the fuck?
Okay,
Yeah,
no,
feels
no,
like-
I love Yelan. I'm saying that from a meta standpoint. I meant like Yelan's meta face.
Makes
Yelan
sense.
kind of just exists as it kind of sucks, but her only like real role was a DPS, but she's not even like
Yeah.
obviously that great at it. But like,
Yeah.
It's
where
her
are you
best use
using-
case. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're not using Yolan nowadays.
Yeah, unfortunately. But you know, at the same time, like since AoE content doesn't exist anymore, she's kind of similar to Nivulette as a DPS
she
now.
is.
no, and she
yeah.
actually is very similar to Nuva as a DPS.
Yeah.
That part's very funny. There have been times that my Yelan is cleared Abyss as quickly as someone's Nuvalette, which is
But
very
then-
funny.
It's like if you look at the yeah, I mean, like that is exactly it.
I think
It's very...
do we just do this then? Or maybe
yeah, yes.
that looks so
Why
cool.
wouldn't
Wait,
Why
I know
wouldn't
over Nuvalette is so that honestly, I kind of like that.
Yeah, I mean, like, why wouldn't you? Like, you have a support that buffs at least 80 EM and can activate Ascendant Gleam, and then you have Nuvulette.
I mean, in the Lauma Inefa Colombina team, isn't Aino just always like better, even if
Yeah.
that's what you're trying to do?
Yes,
yeah, I know
Or-
C6 is best. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, even without C6, who else are you gonna use? Like,
True.
Oh, yeah,
I
I guess
used
if you
when I've done it, I've used what's it called, Yelan, just for the
Nilu?
fact that she gets more particles. But
Oh,
Neil?
makes sense.
Yelan gives
Oh, yeah,
she's just a
I
particle
have
generator for the
my C2 Nilu, so like I just use Nilu. But aside from like, if you don't have a console Nilu, you always use Aino, even if she's C1.
True.
My Ino is C0, so she has 0. That's just my
Oh, she sees
situation.
0 now.
Yeah, I've tried getting cons for her on both Zebai and Linnea, but that's how I got Linnea, by the way. I did one pull and got Linnea, or one
Oh,
10
wow.
pull got Linnea. But I ended up with a C2 Ilua and a C0 Ino still, because I'm just.
Well, you get Ino from free from the quest, right? So like you literally got 0 copies of Ino ever.
Yeah, I didn't pull on Flinsbender because I was saving for what's it called? Was it Loma or Never? I think it was Never. I can't remember. I had a guarantee, so I couldn't pull. So I didn't pull there, and then Zebai Band came around, tried. I think I threw 10 or 20 pulls, got Ilua C1, and then Linnea came around, did 110 pull, got Ilua C2, and got a Linnea. So that's where I'm sitting at. My free to play account. Anyway, that's my situation.
Okay, any reason for Xingqiu to be to have existence? Like, what is his purpose? Where are we
when you're
playing him?
using Zephyr against the Baptist.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that was
anything
one scenario.
Low cost chest.
You have a
for-
C0 Ino. He's pretty decent for Nefer because
Oh.
he applies
One
good hydro,
cost,
but
one cost Skirk.
True.
I guess.
Actually, like, unironically, if you actually just have a C0 Ino, I'm pretty sure you could just use Xingqiu instead and just burst every other location.
Yeah,
that's what I've been doing.
Kinkle
Xingqiu,
said.
that's what I usually like to use Xingqiu over Ino because he just applies a bit more, or just applies a bit more hydro
Yeah.
for dew generation.
Like his hydro is actually like at least it's permanent, right? It's just
Yeah.
it lasts for.
It's always there.
I have run out of. I think Havaach can talk about this as well because she uses the buy with Ino. Like you sometimes
do.
run out of run out of Ino burst.
Yeah, Ino's burst is kind of
Short.
I used to before I got Linnea, but now
Oh,
I
I
use
guess-
Linnea first in the rotation,
Yeah, I guess that makes
as
sense.
opposed to having to use Ino first, then Eluga, then Goro.
Okay, yeah, that
Oh,
makes
no, using
sense.
Ino first is cringe. Her burst duration is so short.
Yeah, but I have to because Eluga has an energy
Trigger.
passive that he has to trigger when he does a reaction, and
Uh,
Goro's
Goro is on
holding
Instructor.
instructor.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Yeah.
awkward.
I mean, it's better now though
That's it.
because of Linnea.
Yeah, it's better now. Yeah, well, now. That's like his only current use case in any team. It's just like if you don't have cons on your Nefer, or Nefer, wow, on your Ino, you just Xingqiu becomes an option.
Yeah.
But besides that, he kind of sucks. I was
Is
such a
that an-
Xingqiu Chester back in the day when Elon came out, but like nowadays he's just.
Do we? I feel like we can put. I don't know. Oh, oops! Didn't want to put him
What?
that low. But like, I want to put him lower. I don't know.
I feel like he can.
I guess he can
He should
stay
be a-
there. Clean.
I mean, I think like even though he has no buffs, he has awkwardly long cooldowns, right? He does something, which is not what you can say for a lot of other characters.
True.
Yeah.
Klee C1 assumed with the new hex set should be kind of huge.
Isn't she
Right?
kind of? I haven't seen any calcs for her, but I'd imagine she's pretty good.
I'm sure she's
Like,
decent.
Has anyone
But I
ever
doubt-
done any Stygian clear with her?
I have yet to ever try using Klee myself, so I have no idea how she even works fully. To be
Klee.
honest,
Yeah, no, I haven't.
yes, Klee.
Shouldn't
I
she
mean,
be
now that
good
we
on
have
Mantra
more,
Core? Yeah.
More hex characters. I don't think she has like kind of any unique edge on like dirt. Like what's the name? Like Linny anymore. So I don't think she's gonna be much better, if at all, than Linny.
Oh, that's what.
Is she better than
I
Hutao?
see.
Yeah, Lee better. I'm not playing these characters. Like the problem with after Columbina came out, it's just the entire thing is just Mavuika lunar carries, sometimes Skirk and
Skirk
Molani.
and Molani,
Everything
yeah.
else feels so everything feels so distant. Not just in terms of like numbers, but also just in terms of memory.
I know. I
Like,
played
everything feels so
Hutao. I did a
far away.
Hutao Dire Clear recently with like Hutao Durin. That was cool. But like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Versa
Everything
C2
feels
is the like Versa C2 is the thing.
Yes.
I can confidently defend her. And Arlecchino. Arlecchino has
Yes,
done
Arlecchino
one
has crazy
cost.
cons too.
Arlecchino was the first of its character to have some really insane constellations.
Arlecchino also one costed. I know that's like not that crazy because Venti also one costed. Like a lot of characters could one cost. Yeah, actually, it's not that many, but
She's pretty good, I would say.
Flins.
Arlecchino, she has new combos.
Yeah, she does.
I don't quite understand like the walk cancel stuff just yet, but like I can get like 8 or 9 melts with just Seat Lolly per rotation. It's pretty.
I'm capped at 7 myself. I tried the walk cancels, I can't get them down, man.
Yeah.
Wait, out of all of these, there's not a single one that's like fully legit because Venti C0 with C6 Faruzan, and then C0 Mavrika with R5 Serpent and C6 Yansan, and then C0 Arlecchino R5 Deathmatch. Then R5
I mean, like,
I feel like
Deathmatch again,
Venti with C6 Farzan isn't that far fetched.
yeah, it's Venti's like the least.
Not anymore, especially because Venti actually ran with Farzan last time.
Oh,
Fair, yeah,
I
I was like
forgot,
Venti
yeah.
ran with Farzan. On my free to play account, I got Farzan C6 from wishing, wishing for Durin for Venti. So,
and you bet a lot of people like probably pulled on that banner, or if they had Venti from before then, they've probably been playing since 1.0. So you know what, Farzan is not that far-fetched.
yeah. Farzan's older, Venti's Venti's basically ancient, but
Well, he is the first 5-star character in Genshin Impact.
in the game, yeah. So he is. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, first banner in the game.
Vaka
First
needing
banner in
2
the-
cost and then R5 Serpent is so sad.
I mean, it completely makes sense because the entire premise of Vark against that is using Venti.
It's a Venti shield, not a
Yeah, but
Varka
like
shield.
R5 Serpent, you are like forced to use R5 Serpent instead of like the
He doesn't
Fontaine
have weapon
Claymore.
options. He doesn't really have.
Well,
very
the
weapon
Fontaine Claymore is just not good enough for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like this is a coughing. What's the meme called again? Like it doesn't have that much.
Coughing baby.
Like, shouldn't he be able to do it? Because like he also gets shield technically, like kind of.
It wasn't. It's the only shield he gets is the fact that it has animal. Was it red
I
shred?
guess, yeah.
After you down it, that's it. It's more
Yeah.
Venti shield because you group the shit with Venti and you do a bunch of damage while
That
it's
is
grouped.
true.
So
Yes, and
Yeah, but it
an
is shield because
actual
like
high portion of Venti's damage is anemic, like 95%,
It is.
as opposed to Varka, which is like usually like half at best.
I mean it is
that
it
too.
is Vaka shield just because like Venti is in the team. That is the
That is true.
I guess.
it circles back, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we need to continue discussing, otherwise we won't get done. Nilu, well,
Nilu?
Well,
Actual Nilu is unplayable pretty much. Nilu's best use case is at C2 as a net for
True.
support. In which case she's very good, but you know.
C0 is just, yeah.
I mean, like, but to be fair, you get C1 Nilu for free, so like C2 Nilu costs the same as C1 Nilu.
That's true.
yeah,
I think I
Varka-
might
I don't
pick
know.
it up at some point.
Where do you want to put that? It's a very big. Well, first of all, Sucrose is very sought after for other teams that you might want to play. And like if you already have a C1 Nilu lying around, or like you already have, you could. It's something you could do. Also, I've heard someone mention that after the anniversary, like the event's gonna reset, right? The event's gonna get updates. The free constellation event.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like,
Surely.
people were wondering whether or not you could pick old characters again.
I hope. Okay, what I really
I'm
don't
hoping
hope.
so. That'd be kind of stupid if you couldn't.
Yeah, I hope so, but I do
yeah,
hope
'cause, like,
they implement it so
you
that
will
you can.
eventually run out.
Yeah, what I hope that they do is that you can do 2 retry or like 2 constellations. Not just like for the very old characters you can do 2 and then like 3 the next time, and then like I don't want them to just reset it because otherwise it's like Like, oh, I forgot to get my C1 Vressa. No, Vressa isn't that. What's a better
C1
example?
Ayaka.
C1,
C1
yeah,
Ayaka and
C1
then C2
Ayaka. I
Ayaka.
forgot to get my C1 Ayaka. The next time I got my C1 Ayaka, but the thing is resetting in a year. So what do I do now? So I wanted to stack basically, like the opportunities.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I highly doubt they'll do that. To be honest with you, Hoyo isn't.
Oh no.
that
Okay,
generous.
okay. I'm already
Yeah,
preparing for the worst case.
unless
Then.
the game is HSR, they're not generous. That's the code.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that.
I don't want
I
to
hope
get
that the
C1
very least they
Ayaka
resend it.
though. I don't want to get C1 Ayaka.
I already did it for me because I'm setting up for it for my C2
Yeah.
Ayaka.
Okay.
C1
It
Ayaka
sucks because like I wish their
Yeah.
C1 actually did
Wait,
something.
how long
I
to
really
like?
do.
How many?
6 months.
6
Or
months. How
no,
many?
is it not 6? Not 6. It's 8 weeks. It should be.
And
like,
considering that Fontaine is
the 16 weeks
is
now.
getting a Fontaine is getting a chronicle, I'm 100% sure they will add Fontaine characters there soon.
Hopefully.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I need Yalan to be added there. I need to see one Yalan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, okay. We should move on then to PMC Papilla. That's PMC Papilla. That
yeah.
makes sense. Yeah. That's their greatest use case. Otherwise, they are like a Veressa, 3-cost Veressa stand-in. Oh, true. C2 Mualani.
It's not even cost casting. I don't know.
Not cost
Okay,
chasing. I mean, like cost, like cost efficient.
Yeah. Because like apparently there's an interaction where like with PMC you get like an extra Mona C2, or is it C1 or C2? I don't remember. It might be C1. Like, you get an extra Mona C1 or the extra Mona reaction damage bonus on Mualani over Mavuika if you use PMC. I don't know how true that is. I never tested it. So
Was
like
it
the
some
difference
Reddit
is a little bit.
post. Or like,
Yeah, and also, you know what? If you actually know what you're doing, Mavuika is the GOAT DPS, okay? You don't want to use Mavuika as a support. So Mualani issues
True.
PMC has a better, like, is even more valuable for Mualani, because Mavuika is supposed to be used as a DPS, okay? Learn your combos, play DPS Mavuika.
yeah, but
Well, I don't
also
know.
Veressa, like not just Mualani, but C2 Veressa also uses like for
Yeah.
optimal cost distribution.
Well, but like Bennett's really good. If you have Bennett lying around, you'd
Yes,
rather just
Bennett is
install him.
like
Is he better?
unless the matchup makes Bennett kind of obsolete, like let's say Ducky for example, where
Oh, yeah.
the only
Right.
Veressas I've seen played, every single one of them use a Durin. Not a single one is
Oh,
enough.
Durin, yeah.
So it comes to a point where like Mavuika for Veressa is good, but let's say you skip at her, get Durin. Just get Durin, bro.
Yeah.
After you're done with the C2R1, I guess, yeah.
Yes, and
Yeah.
if you're a Veressa player, you should have C2R1 by now, otherwise you're trolling.
True.
No, like, it's
dedicated.
even more so for Mualani. Why are people trying to look for? Okay, I'm ranting again, but I think we were just talking, like Raulfigas and I were talking about this earlier. It was like the premium team, like curse, the premium team cancer.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to like say with a straight face, or like how can you evaluate like someone like Mualani's like quote unquote meta power?
Yes.
Like with that kind of mindset, she has no premium team. The only like C0 5-star you could pull to like upgrade over her like purely free team is literally just Mavuika, and that's
Yeah.
barely that big of an increase over PMC. PMC,
Yep.
like you have to learn a combo that like gets you the last vape, but like it works. It's possible, but like. Even if Mavuika is like a decent upgrade over PMC, like that's it. You can't pull like a Shilonen or a Durin or a this or a that to like meaningfully or upgrade at all over Mona and Sucrose. Like they are the premium team. And then you end up with like a 1-cost team being compared to like 4, even sometimes like 4 cost with 4 stars, like either a full 4-cost team or like 3 cost team with a C6 4-star, or like a 2 cost team with multiple C6 4-stars. So it's like reality. You're comparing her against like other teams that are like 3-4 times as expensive. So like, what does that mean? Well, and then like that's just for sheet chesting. Like between different DPSs, right? That doesn't even matter. Like
Yes.
the biggest damage it does is like against people who are actually trying to play Mualani. Hey, what's the best Mualani team? Oh, I don't know, like Durin, Shilonen, Albedo.
Durin.
Durin, Shilonen, Albedo. That's her
Oh my
technical
God, bro.
C0 R0 premium team.
Oh no.
It's like, what the fuck
Albedo.
are you doing? Just like stick with the free supports and just pull C2, and there you go. You have a.
I think this
don't
is
know,
the
70%.
content creator problem, because like it is mainly pushed by content creators who pull every single character, and like
Exactly.
since they
It's
don't
manufactured accounts. Like the people who like literally they pull for a C6 4-star and they get a bunch of 5-star cons and they just don't activate it because it's not relatable. Yeah, the
Yeah.
C6 4-star that they had to pull multiple 5-stars for is relatable.
Okay.
What is
Jamie actually did that, because Jamie had pulled like C2 Mavrika for C6 Yansan and then used C0 Mavrika.
Like,
Just saying.
like that? It has like, if I get it, if like that's literally like, hey, you've decided on a standard for your account and you just want to stick with that, like sure, you want to manufacture your account to be that, but please, like they're not presenting it like that. Like people are gonna conflate that with like some actual like baseline, which it absolutely isn't. So
Yeah.
it's better in the past because like there's less characters, the content's less difficult, so whatever you want to bat chest doesn't really matter anyway. But now
Exactly.
like content's difficult, like characters are getting more and more, like we're not getting more wishes, like everything like you have to like pull for, right? It's just really, I don't know, kind of makes me
It's just
a little
not
bit
it.
unhappy. It's
Yeah.
not it. He had to activate his C2 math for Gecko, thank God.
Yeah, I
Lol.
was so happy when he did that. Okay, not
He-
Jello
I think it's
he's
also
like what
activated
it's.
his C2.
Hmm?
Jello activated C2 Skirk recently.
Okay,
Yeah.
actually, he could have done it. Like that's the sad thing. He could have done it without activating it, because he had C6 Janssen and he has Citlali, I'm pretty sure. So he technically can do the melt one, but I don't think he, like Jamie, has the combo. Can do the melt combos.
Yeah, man. I watched his recent clear video. His Moviga combo is a little bit is like, it's not bad, but he can get like 11 or 12 C, not 13. So it's not
It's
quite
almost
enough.
there. Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
13. By the way, a quick question. 13 C Mawika just counting her buff charge decks, right? Like not
Yes,
once you do
just,
after your burst expires.
Nope.
Yeah.
13
Okay.
C means 13 buff charge attacks.
Yes.
It's not that hard to do, to be honest. But I don't know. Yeah, that's just me.
It's very
Okay.
consistent for me, but like I've also been playing
Yeah.
Moviga combos every single day pretty much since we found out about it.
I learned how to do Monkey combos a month ago, and I'm able to do 13C pretty consistently.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's very consistent. You know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's basically just 3 full CDC combos basically, and then as long as you're critical,
Yeah, like you should land on the finisher. The finisher,
finisher
should
needs to
just
be buffed,
barely get the buff.
bishop
Yeah.
barely get the buff. Yep.
What pains me the
kinda-
most
Kinda
is
R&R.
what pains me the most about Nicole is that I was thinking to pull her for my Vareza, assuming I will then like get C2 Vareza later, but she's an insane downgrade over Bennett unless you get cons. Like it's cooked. Like even at
Yeah.
C2, like if I calculated it by just DPR, so I could use her burst without being a DPS loss, because it is. Like the setup itself of Bennett, Janssen, Chev is like what, 3-4 seconds? If you add Nicole burst into it, it's like 6. And Varez's fill time for 5 plunges at C2, so you're doing a burst every time, is like 14 to 15 seconds maybe, or maybe less, like 13. So unless you get like at least C2 Nicole, she's just not worth it over Bennett for C2 Vareza. So like it's just, Nicole has no use for my account, so I'm just gonna grab Durin and fuck it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
Nicole
she can.
is a pretty big gap from C0 to C2 to C6.
Yeah,
'Cause in terms
and
of yeah,
her teams heavily depend on either like first of all you need like 2 hacks to properly get the set, obviously, and then
Yes.
if you have, even if you have 2 hacks, if the team doesn't have 2 hacks before, then like you don't get that, like you don't get an additional artifact set. You would just use her on another set. Like it's kind of like a
Yes.
scroll thing. If scroll required another Natlan character, kind of.
And if you really,
Yeah.
if you really like, really wanna play like hacks with Vareza for some reason, you just don't pull Nicole. You do Fischl Durin.
Yeah,
Durin
true.
holding the set.
That's true.
Yep.
Yeah, the thing is you can do 1 hex Nicole with the set, but then it's like only for pyro.
It's just
carries.
not gonna work. You will have to use Noblesse, and even then you will not even use a set on her, because her burst is a DPS loss for Vareza. It literally extends the rotation.
No, I meant
You
I didn't
can't
mean.
downgrade the like Vareza's stuff to like
I
4
meant-
plunges. It's a DPS loss anyways.
I meant for pyro carries. Like
Oh.
it doesn't, like the set doesn't work for. If you only have 1 hex, then it doesn't work for anyone non-pyro, because it gives a 20% pyro damage, because Nicole is a
Yes.
pyro character. So then you would only use it for Arlecchino or Chaska. But like both of them
Yes.
can technically fit a Hexerai character in there.
yeah.
Yeah, you
I'm
can do,
I'm
like,
really curious about Mona Nicole
Yeah,
Bennett.
I guess I will look into it,
Chaska.
but I feel like a lot of things are going to. I mean, Nicole is very test dependent. Like I feel like the burst is going to be even more underwhelming in testing, because like
yeah, it's gonna be even worse. Yes, like
Yeah.
even on like, let's say, the character that I think that the devs intended, which is the Varka
the
himself.
Varka.
The Varka doesn't like Nicole's ult.
Yeah, he
As
does.
a rotation extension?
Yes,
Yeah.
I thought because
the
like it doesn't get
multipliers are
any.
just not worth it.
Yeah, it doesn't get
And
any
on top of
bonuses.
And on top of it, the change was actually a nerf for Varka himself, because you lose an entire proc.
Yeah, the setup is longer for Varka.
Like, you lost a proc on Varka to amplify like a proc on Prune, which is just not gonna cut it.
The prune proc.
Does Prune do a lot of damage?
No. I think like
Yeah,
300k
her
if you have
damage
C6
is
or
like
something.
if you wanna measure her damage by current characters, we will say it's like C0 Furina Solo Hydro.
Oh,
That's
okay.
correct.
So
like
it's not great.
It's
But,
like
like, it takes
150k.
Okay.
No, I know, it's like I've seen 300k or something.
Yeah, probably at like C6.
Yeah, it's C6. That's true.
Yeah, okay. You're not getting C6 Prune. Actually, okay. If you didn't pull for Durin before, so you're pulling both Nicole and Durin this time around, you have a little bit more of a shot at C6 Prune, assuming she even runs with them. Imagine if she runs like second half with
That would be
Movika
funny.
and Mohan. Prune with Movika and Mohan. And then you
Would
just
be
see
the
the C0
insane
premium
troll.
Varka team with C6 Prune.
Catches.
Zero cost, by the way.
Okay, speaking of Hexerai, there's Albedo. The Albedo's getting.
Albedo doesn't. Where the fuck will you use Albedo with Nicole specifically? Or is it the
Never.
set you mean?
Like I think the
Because
attack
Albedo's
buff
cool. I mean,
really hurts like Albedo not being able to take advantage out of the team-wide attack buff, which like the other
Yeah.
off-field damage healers, even Chiori can technically take advantage of, but Albedo
Yeah.
can.
If Nicole could actually buff or Albedo, would that actually be pretty fucking cool?
Yeah, I'm sad. I
Well,
wish she
I have a
had
lot
like.
of fun.
Mhm.
I was gonna say I've been having a lot of fun doing during Albedo stuff with C1 Albedo because he does like 3 times the damage he would normally do, which is really funny. Doing like
Oh.
130, 150k all field, which is kind of stupid.
Yeah, that does
but-
sound pretty good. I think I wish that basically Nicole was a mini Cyrene, not an actual Cyrene. I think they should like keep her baseline kit universal, but then make the Ascension passive not this one that she has right now, but like something that's like along the lines of like if it's Varka, then you get a Varka specific buff and like
Oh my god!
like the
Put the image on the screen. But that
No,
one
but like
image where I edited,
don't like I want
Cyrene stuff.
10%, maybe 10% of Nicole's kit to be fully focused on Axerai and then give an individual buff for like each, because each one wants something different. Like I don't like,
yeah, and
Yep.
I'm gonna say design wise with the way they did the quill like design, it would kind of make sense for them to also give an individual buff for each like specific X-ray character.
Oh, like the
something- at
visual
least,
design?
like you know,
Yeah.
like the visual design, because like when you use
Exactly.
her burst, the little quill / coordinated attack, well, if it's a Hexer character, it will be in their image. Like you'll see Varka doing an attack or Fischl doing an attack or something.
Yeah, for
rather than-
Albedo, they could have made it like count off field and like he has his own stacks and you can get like his defense scaling instead of attack
Yeah.
scaling, like something like that. I know it would be hyper specific, but
Yeah.
they can do
I think it'd be
anything.
I think it would be cool, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might need to go soon and to be somewhere
okay,
in
okay.
half.
All
Oh,
good.
Oh, then we should quickly wrap it up. Quick fire. So Garming, no, lower. Garming, I don't know. Actually, he can stay there. I don't know. Kazuha.
Coming is cost just the character.
True. Coming is. Kazuha is like
Kazuha's
a
good.
poverty. Like I used him against. The last time I used him was against. I still can't pronounce it.
Mandragora,
Mandragora. Yeah, that's the name.
Maharaga, surely.
Maharaga.
Venti should be at least above Razor, and Varka, let's say, around.
Oh, how did
around
how is
Glory.
Yeah, how did
so
Venti
much
get so low?
How did Razor get so high?
Wait, what? Where's Razor?
Razor is like
What the
way high.
Okay, Goro's kind of in hell now, I think.
Yeah, Go is banished.
Yeah,
And
Goro's.
He had one moment.
Varka put
And
him
it's
like,
one patch.
let's say, because like Varka's carry team with Nicole is very higher than Venti's. I would say put him
Yeah.
next to the Fontaine units.
Yeah. Marco's
With
like-
Nicole in mind.
Margaret-
Okay.
But
Right.
put him behind Glorivia
Yeah, okay.
for now.
And then Vaka.
No, not
We just said-
Venti. Varka.
Varka,
Varka behind
Varka.
Glorivia.
Oh, well, what about Venti?
Venti put
Venti-
him like next to Novelette for now.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Venti's like with the new set, and Nicole is like what I've seen like 120k.
Okay, I should probably get going.
Okay,
Yeah,
bye
right.
bye.
Whatever.
Yeah.
All
Have
right,
a good one,
bye-bye.
man.
All right, have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, I guess keep Venti around those places for
I feel
now.
like they
We'll
can
see
just
how
be
it goes.
put next to each other. Like I don't think he's worse than he's going to be worse than Lenny with the set.
Yeah.
Now, where will...
I feel like
the
we
list
should
done?
put Klee higher than Hu Tao then, with the set in mind.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I feel like
Probably,
Hutao Klee goes above Hutao now. I feel like Klee should be decently strong.
Okay. Razor. I guess we put Razor higher as well because of the set.
Yeah,
Right
Razor
I
now,
think
will
I'm
go
Razor's
like-
literally below 90. Where does Razor get to with the set? I don't know. I haven't seen any.
I
Cuts.
have
Right now, he's
not
like
seen it.
Right now, for me, my testing with Razor, he's like 90k or so.
Oh, I
So
see.
I don't
That's
know how
fine.
he'll get with the set.
Do we place Nicole, Lohan, and Prune just as a prediction where they will be? Just like as a baseline.
That's that.
Like, I think that Nicole could probably, since she's a Bennett alternative, we have to rate her as another Bennett.
Ooh,
Where
oops.
do we put the second Bennett? Do we
Where
put
did
him
I-
next to the Bennett? Higher, lower? What's
I
gonna
would.
be the deal?
I think I'm just going to. This might be. It's hard to quantify.
I don't know. She's either high S or low S plus. I don't know. I don't know.
Let's
She's
put
good,
her.
but like.
Let's put her next to the Bennett for now.
Okay. Rune. One use case. Two maybe.
She has literally one
And
team.
her use case is actually good. She like
Okay, I mean
bit-
that's like I
a
know
bit better than
coding.
Venti. Let's put her like next to. What could it be? Yeah, I know it works. I know it works.
Okay, I know. Lohan above Vaka?
Lohan above Varka. Nah. I'm gonna make a prediction because like his Dark Durin comp is doing very good.
It's really good.
So I'm gonna predict him. Like, I don't wanna separate Chlorivia, so put him above Chlorinde for now.
What? As if really that high?
I was the calcs I seen have him like being really strong. So I don't know.
Yeah, put him above Chlorinde for now. We will see what happens if someone actually pulls him.
I feel like he's.
I will.
Wait, isn't
I'll
he?
pull him just to test.
No, he is. He is.
He can be better than this.
Too mid to be limited, kind of, and then too good to be standard. But I guess Vaka is.
Oh, he's
also...
too mid to be. I don't think he's too mid to be limited. He's actually quite good, it seems. So.
I mean, the recent carries, like, this is a 2-tier gap still. But I guess Vaka was also released recently, so.
Varka,
But like,
Varka on his release was like way worse in a way worse situation than Lohan. I would argue.
Yes.
Didn't we say recently though that Vaka would be like here, like next to Rasa and
Like, I am like, from what I see from other people, they're saying like, oh, the Lohan is like beating half the casts somehow.
I feel
somehow beating Arlecchino even, and I'm like, I will just hold on for now and keep him there.
I feel like I think Mona Durin. Yeah, Kinkle.
I was gonna say the funny thing is last time there was a Durin DP, a team that centered around Durin DPS that we said that everyone was saying was really good. That was like the Mona
exactly. That was what I was going to say.
And that was like way overhyped. It was absolute dog shit. So I don't know, but
like now it's Melt. So
yeah, it's Melt.
It's a completely different archetype. The driver himself actually does damage.
Yeah.
Even if it's not the greatest, he does it.
Yeah.
And it uses like Nicole Sitlali or Nicole Shilonen between the two. Whichever you have, you use. I'm predicting the Sitlali to be better specifically because with Sitlali you can melt his Durin's E, one portion of it, and even melt his Q cast. Even if it's not like the greatest, it just more melts in general. So I am 100% sure Sitlali will be better than Shilonen. But Shilonen shreds more as well. And also shreds Cryo, which helps Lohan, so it's probably going to be an investment dependent. I can see Sitlali for like the Jeff merchants and Shilonen for anyone else. Just for Lohan team himself.
Oh.
That makes sense. I think. Is that everything? Wait. We haven't really talked about like Shenhe and Faruzan, and I guess we can like if we already put like Venti that high, like.
But Faruzan next to Prune, yeah, it's one use case. Gotcha.
It's like an extension. Actually, maybe
Yeah.
I'm gonna put Lily down. Just for the aesthetic. It's 4 Animos next to each other, then Lily has to be down. I'm sorry, this tier list is all...
Oh my
aesthetic
God.
is important.
Aesthetic tier list.
Yeah.
True.
And then Emily, I don't fucking know, cause like, even with the set, she's not that great over like C6 Janssen.
Yeah, I feel like we can...
But that's C6 Janssen chesting.
We can put, like, Chiori. Chiori we only put here because we thought Luna Crystallize would, like, give her some... Like, she is fine in Luna Crystallize, but, like, there's just no room for her. Especially now that Linnea released, so I think she's going into
It's
the
a bit.
depths.
Just send her to the realms.
No.
Throw her to the snakes.
Oh no. Okay, Ganyu, I'm bad chesting. Ganyu is staying. Ganyu Melt has cleared dire. What was it?
I don't know about Ganyu's DPS in the current state of the game is like really
Ganyu has
low, man.
cleared
I don't know.
that one the one that requires slow hits with like C0 Mavrika.
Oh,
C0
I
Ganyu,
feel
C0
like-
Mavrika.
I feel like that it was not like an easy boss though. Like almost anyone can clear if you just didn't. Either it was freeze or it was
I mean,
like that boss is like Hera level difficulty.
was it that easy? I mean, I can check.
I don't. I really when I went through testing a lot of my main accounts DPSs, most of which are C0 with this like C2 supports, Ganyu was like low, bro. She was so low. I forget the exact number, but I think she was like no higher than 130k with like a C2 Durin.
Okay,
C2
minimum skirt cost, but like it's fraud because like now I guess we wouldn't use Hilali. Or would we?
what?
Like it's 0
Well-
cost, but then there's no 1 cost, and then only 1, 2 cost. Like it doesn't look that easy, but like we weren't that, or like the clears weren't that crazy then. I think like people didn't try hard enough.
I don't know.
I don't know what to think,
But
sure we can.
and someone in the chat also said that in that diagram, a week was doing most of the damage, which I definitely believe.
No, it was actually a 50-50 split. Like they were doing equal damage, and yeah, Mavrika, like Ganyu had like 90% of the field time, but like she was still
With the
doing
combos, man.
like it was like if you want to argue that, then Ganyu letting Mavrika melt her burst is like a form of amp. So it is Ganyu amping Mavrika, Mavrika amping Ganyu.
That's just-
So... No, I'm like, do you want Ganyu to go into the depths? Like, do you want to let her go into hell?
I wouldn't throw her to the depths yet. We will see if there's some bullshit with Nicole, maybe. That plays her
Maybe
back.
there's Nicole. Maybe Nicole says Ganyu. True. I don't know, man.
Okay,
I love Ganyu, but like she's just not like really there,
I
man.
think erasing everything below B tier just made this list so funny because we can just throw characters into hell. It's so big.
Is there a way to delete characters from this tier list? Like even from the pin images?
No, sadly not.
I
think-
was gonna ask if you could like delete Sino real quick.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
Huh.
Is there actually anyone that's like that gets a buff high enough from Hexarai to? I don't think there is a single one.
Yumiya? I don't know, man.
the
Yumiya
clo-
currently.
The closest I could
So
see
you
is
would say,
Yoimiya.
okay, you're bashing Ganyu and batting your
No, I was gonna say like I've seen C0 or technically C1, but R0 Yumiya is pushing currently like 110. But with the new set, I think she might be like 120, somewhere around there.
That is actually
Which-
really high.
That's
really high.
that's good. A lot of like KQMS really undercuts the fuck out of Yumiya. I don't know why, but it does. So like I've seen a lot of 80k DPS, 70k DPS calcs, and I'm like, she has never been that low from what I've seen. I know I have C6, so I
Never.
can't back just my own Yoimiya. But from what I've seen from people who actually know how to play her and play her well, the DPS I've seen is actually pretty good.
And it's
So-
not like she is 80% of the team's damage, right?
Oh yeah, no, it's 80%. Obviously, fucking not. I don't know what most DPSs aren't 80%. She's like it's Yoimiya during official servers, obviously. C6 Chev, sure, but she's usually around 60%.
I'm okay. That's
contribution.
fine. That's fine.
I feel like isn't like Clorand and Navia in their team at Navia, but Navia in their team
Okay,
is like
Claren is a
50%.
special case because she has short
she?
field time. She has short field time, and she allows Marika to use special combos.
Like
special
That's
case.
Yuan in her DPS teams is like, I believe typically 50% because Farina's doing like the rest. I don't know, like Columbia DPS or not Columbia, yeah, Columbia DPS with Nefas 50% contribution. Most teams are around 50
Okay,
to
I
60
didn't
on the
like.
DPS.
I'm not arguing for contribution. I was just curious about Yoimiya. I'm not contribution bad chesting.
Okay. I know
Okay.
some people do, and it annoys me sometimes. They're like, oh, if they're not 80%, they're being wheelchaired. I'm like, dog. Most
No,
DPSs
no,
aren't
okay.
80.
I would never say that, especially because I'm
Yeah.
main
Yeah.
Flints. Like I have D1, I have D1 Flints, and he's like 40% of the team's damage.
Wait, what's C1 Flins? Jesus, that's kind of crazy.
It's C2 Sac Jade Colombina, so like she's doing.
Oh, that actually that makes sense.
It's the
Actually,
It's like
butt chest.
dual
It's the butt
carry.
chest.
yeah.
Is there Sino staying in hell? So is Ito. So is Wanderer. Alhaitham. Wait, are we saying Alhaitham under Yoimiya? That's actually kind of big.
I don't
guess.
know. I don't know. I haven't seen like C0 all height them on the damage dummy, but I like. Is he like Risley level? Like Risley is like 80k.
I got
Wanderer
I
is
got
also-
flamed last time for saying that Risley is better than Alhaitham. Or like it was a long time ago, but
a long time ago, baby. I don't
mean,
know.
like
Oh,
I don't
Alhaitham-
think
So
Risley has
everyone
gotten
loved
any
Alhaitham.
buffs, so I don't think that statement would have changed. Because I don't know
what is-
anything about Risley. And
I've tried Rise to make Risley good a lot, and right now at 7 calls he's 100k. So I mean,
Well, okay,
he's
so
dog
Yoimiya,
shit, man.
so Yoimiya is strictly better than Risley. I see.
Yeah, Risley's just dog shit, man. Maybe Nicole does something for him. I have no idea. I haven't seen any counts.
Rio Nicole.
Durin,
Wh-
I literally
would
just
it
talked
be?
about that.
No,
I don't think it's gonna work out.
no, I don't
Because
either.
Dern doesn't apply enough power over
Yeah,
Risley
no.
anyway, so like it's like
Yeah, and it doesn't like Durin doesn't buff before, like since it's Risley, since it's melt.
And even thinking
yeah,
about
that
it,
too as well.
Durin has to be the one melting, otherwise the team is just not it.
Yeah,
That,
it would.
yeah.
It would. He would be
that point,
poverty
full
Lohan. Yeah, poverty Lohan.
Just for Lohan. Surely the Stella reactions buff Risley, right? Super conduct Risley. would
No.
be badass.
Also, yes,
Oh, no.
Wanderer is better with Nicole and Durin, but here's the thing. What is Wanderer's baseline right now?
His
I
face-
will say
baseline-
it's even worse than Sino. And
I
it's Sino
saw-
we're speaking of.
I saw Flip trying to show off his DPS for his Wanderer. Bro could not even get 70k. It was a struggle to get 70k with his Wanderer. With C0 R5
Oh my
with
God.
it.
Oh,
So
no.
Wanderer's in a really shitty state currently. I don't know where he gets with Wanderer's baseline is 180k according to Noir. What? Oh, that C6
Noir
Wanderer.
uses like noticeably higher standards. Then we have to put everyone at Noir standards, and I'm 100% sure anyone in A tier beats him.
I think Noah is being biased because no way, even with his standards, no, that
Noir-
is not reaching 180k.
When I first
Yes,
found Genshin Noir,
if
he
you
was
do
like
if
bad
you do
testing
tend
C6 Wanderer,
to-
so
Keep playing Wanderer, just get the Nicole.
Yeah, yeah.
Not only you
Yeah.
finally get the Shielder, but you also finally get scrolls for his team.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
we're
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
we're not saying that like like you shouldn't get Nicole for Wanderer because Wanda is still in hell with Nicole, but like that's still the best way.
Yeah.
Yes. And even
Nicole is good
better,
for Wanderer, but Wanderer's just dog shit anyway. That's the
Yeah.
issue.
and even better if you're a spender, you go see 2R1 Nicole, and maybe he can potentially clear some dyers here and there.
True.
Just
I mean, he has
potentially.
both. He has both the Duran and the Nicole vertical.
Yes.
That's nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess a lot of
Uh,
characters have, but
And
Oh,
his
whoa.
own vertical, is also pretty solid if you want to add up
Yeah.
into it.
what about Child? Like, has anyone
I
ever
don't-
tried Child Duran? Child
I don't-
I don't have an
Child
own
Duran
child.
Nicole. Hear me out. Child Duran Nicole. What about that?
all
Here's
right,
the
all
it's gonna be 100% an insane downgrade over any cryo driver in the game.
Yeah, I don't know.
But like,
Simply
there's a
about
singular
get
cryo driver though. Like we have one.
Yes, and it's gonna be noticeably worse simply because you downgrade yourself from forward melting to reverse vape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm 100% sure even just Nouvelette's application is enough to drive Duran. You don't need Child's app.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Yeah, Duran's app is pretty drivable for anyone.
Like even Ayato can do that shit.
Oh, remember the Ayato jungling batches from Sir Jeff?
That's
She
just
batches with Ayato?
Yeah,
No,
he didn't just batch us. Like he legit thought that Ayato was one of the best limited 5-stars because like it's a second sync show. Yeah, it's a second sync show.
What the fuck?
Okay,
What
I'm
the
just gonna
fuck?
be real with you.
And you shit on
didn't
Yolan.
I didn't pull Ayato on release. I pulled him on a rerun, simply because I like the fucker, and I think the TF Ayato's funny. So I
It
pulled him,
is.
and holy fucking bullshit. 24-second rotations, otherwise it's not playable.
Yeah,
And
no.
24-second rots is just not it. It's just not it. Like,
I
you'll
told
be syncing yourself from jungling so much. At least with Child, you can sync perfectly into 20 seconds. I've played International myself for a long while. I'm not the best at it, I will admit. But I could always at least manage 20 seconds, 20-21 without losing that much damage. It is not that difficult to play Child, I promise you. And
True,
Ayato
yeah.
is a downgrade specifically because he extends the rotation and gives fucking nothing to it.
Yeah. The only team I ever liked playing with Ayato was fucking Soup, and that was just a fun team I enjoyed back in the day.
Soup. I remember Soup. Okay,
I tried
fine.
it like
Yeah.
I was gonna say like a month ago. I tried it in the DPS dummy because I was asked to, and just to see what it could possibly get to. It was like a 40k DPS team. It was
Oh my
really
God.
dog
Oh
shit.
no.
It was so bad with the
Wait,
C1
40
R1 Ayato.
40k DPS. That reminds me of the meme back in the day.
Oh, is this a Yoimiya Dire clear?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess it
this is
has
the only
fall
boss Yoimiya
damage,
cleared
but-
Dire.
Yeah, because
No, I mean, this boss was just very easy. Almost anyone can clear it. I got I think it was a 70-second clear with my Yoimiya against this in Dire. I was so happy.
Okay, but she is the only, like, together with Venti, she's the only one cost.
even
I thought there would be
Sino
one.
could,
Really?
even Sino,
What the fuck?
This
Yoimiya
is-
got a 1 cost?
Yeah, she
Yep.
got a 1 cost.
Yo, my goat!
Okay, it's C6 Yamcha, C6 Shep. But, like, there's nothing... Okay, R5 Ali is Ali
Okay,
limited?
R5 Alley flashes. Yeah, it's limited. That's cringe. Yeah, R5 Alley is kind
Oh
of
no.
cringe.
Uh,
That's
but-
it's
okay, they
used
could
on
have
banners
used-
no one pulls on.
They could have used Skyward Bow.
See, I wouldn't say
That's
R5
okay.
Alley fight or Alley Hunter isn't that crazy against like something like Harp unofficial.
Yeah, Skyward
yeah.
Harp. That's a yeah, surely. Okay, this is Skyward Harp. Like, just imagine the R5 Ali as Skyward Harp.
like even
Yeah.
like this boss was so fucking easy. Even Sino could clear specifically because you get bursts at the start.
Yeah.
Really? Like, I
I
feel
can,
like
yeah,
I,
it
I
gives you
can
the-
guarantee you that if you didn't get burst at the start, Sino will take like at least double the cost he took.
What is that? What am I
What is what?
looking at? C1 Hu Tao, C0 Durin? Overload?
Yeah,
This boss is
Overload.
really just like a Durin show boss. So like
Oh.
anyone with Durin could kind of just clear. Which I was almost surprised at Hu Tao. I'm pretty sure you probably do it with only 120 really. I said maybe you could do it without. What's it called? C1 Hu Tao, but maybe not.
Okay,
I guess Overload is just not their strength.
I'm very happy that we have Noel, Ningguang, and Ito still in hell because Linnea doesn't affect their strength. True.
Well, we're not counting wheelchair comps, are we?
True.
Even if you count a wheelchair, the highest I've seen from like a non-highly like the most Noel mains are like they have like Red Horn and then like cons on their Columbina or their Farina. But what I've seen from like a C0 setup is like 100k.
Yeah.
It's still kind of dog.
It is.
'Cause
And all of these characters
doesn't really do much.
Yeah, all of these characters would, like, as you said, I think, would prefer Binefa, like, as a wheelchair.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I think that sums it up then.
Yup.
We have a lot of characters in hell, but, like, I think it's 50%. Like, it looks like a 50-50 split.
I think it's more above. I don't know. It looks like it's more above, but maybe that's just my
Is
eyes
it?
deceiving me.
I will count when the stream is done. Okay. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This was a lot of fun. And oh my, the 2 hours and 40 minutes.
W. This is a certified W Yap stream.
True. It was peak. Okay, see you in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye
Like the
bye.
video. See ya.
True, and check everyone out in the description. And join the Discord. The Discord is also linked in the description. Bye bye.
See ya.